Man, I cannot believe I'm late. It's such a shame. We're yeah. Just to let you guys know, we are live now. uh, hey, hey, we're like less than 30 minutes than when we were supposed to start. So sounds like everything's fine. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, we said time period like 1949 or something. Anyways, so, uh, so yeah, welcome to the world of Gavil. Uh, yeah, actually the world of NFL. We're in the kingdom of Gavil. Uh, but yeah, I think I think for now we're just going to start because I've lost a bit of track on that end. So uh, we're going to start off up in the town of Dermish in the Fairwind section of the world, and we're going to start off with uh, we're going to start with Niner. Feel free to describe your character. Yeah. The suns are starting to rise, and so it's probably around like seven, uh, uh yeah, around like 6 to 7 a.m. We're more in like the like late winter is more on the line. Yeah. We're technically in like the Christmas season of it. Was there anything that you wanted to do while you were outside, or uh, just mindless wander? Okay. Uh, roll an investigation check. Uh, whichever one you want to do. Okay. Man, I don't trust you. I bet you're lying. Roll it online lesson. So yeah, you so yeah, at the moment it's fairly dark, and there's a bit of torchlight across the wall, across these sections of the city, and just not. You've just gone through a long journey, so you hadn't really been paying attention fully to everything around. You've uh, so so a lot of the houses are like those general like sort of mill houses, like all sort of set up in a similar like design to sort of mass produce it for the workers and all that. Uh, the buildings that you would like notice is you see that there is a library that is all boarded up, called the Inkworm. You would see the Crimson Flood with a bit of drinking and revelry happening there. Uh, you would see the windmills up towards the north with a sort of a soul yard uh, with the shop of dirty jobs there. You would also see a large sort of like storage building near near the fields. That would be the thing that looks like a religious center down there. That it in world it looks more like a place to store items and such. Yeah, and mhm, yeah, yeah, and a gated in manor up towards the top uh, with the words of the Brambleweb estate. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Being watched. And as you're sort of standing up, would you be? I was just going to say, would you be able to give a description of Clement real quick for us? Oh no. Uh, yeah, it seems that a bit of it has turned. You could probably make a semblance of a meal from it, but we're not in the time period of refrigerators yet. Yeah, they would. Yeah, they wouldn't have they would have the wax covering that us remove now. Yeah. No, there's a waxy covering that eggs have that Americans remove because people don't want wax over their eggs. Hmm.
Distribution. Uh, but in other countries, what they do is they instead vaccinate their chickens against salmonella so that that salmonella wouldn't be in the chicken in the first place to transfer into the egg.
And the waxy seal makes it so that the eggs don't go bad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, that natural waxy seal keeps bacteria out of the egg.
Mm-hmm.
Cause,
Yeah, cause like if the egg could just go bad, like and if you don't put it away in a bit of time, like how's the chicken going to be good? as it's trying to hatch.
Eggs actually naturally, I believe with the natural waxy seal, they actually last longer than in the refrigerator without the waxy seal.
Also, I want to bring this up because I realized I was a fool. For some reason, your guys' audio was not going for a while.
Restart.
We start at the egg rant. We start with the egg rant.
Pretty much.
Oh, no.
Clement is explaining the nuances of eggs to Niner as he's making himself breakfast, smelling each of his pieces of food before using them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give a brief.
In the western town he grew up in, they had refrigeration, I guess.
I'm going to give a brief description on what happened, and you guys can give. And you two can give a brief description of your characters again, because, like I said, we just gained audio for you two recently.
Oh.
So
So-
fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Yeah. Anyway, so, they could hear me. They could hear me perfectly fine. Just, one sec. Actually, oh no.
Don't you dare. Tyler.
No, it's worse on my end. I realized that it may have been going. My audio may have been going twice for me. So. So, pretty much, stream starts. You hear me twice. As you guys are unable to be heard. I'm just talking to myself like a crazy person.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, don't worry, we're professional. Okay, so what has happened so far is that Clement, Niner, why don't you guys give a brief description of your characters, and then I'll say what happened, and then we'll continue from there.
You want to go first or me?
I can do it. Clement is a relatively short little guy who has long blonde hair that he keeps pulled back in a ponytail. And it's a little bit messy right now because he just woke up from taking a little nappy nap.
Do you want to describe what like class they are?
Nope.
Skill is?
Nope.
No. Alright.
Cool. My character Niner is a warforged artificer. He was found in the desert and became a sheriff, or became a sheriff's deputy rather, and now has been wandering looking for answers on where he came from. Ran into Clement and is now just standing in his kitchen, watching him eat.
Clement has told Niner already that he works as a journalist, an investigative journalist for the local newspaper in Dermish.
Yeah. And so as a sort of brief description on what has gone on from not having a double voice now, we open up on the in the world of Avil, in the kingdom of Gavil. Sorry, like I said, I got thrown off from my mistakes. As we start off our journey in Dermish, the countrywide the main supplier of fruits, vegetables, anything farmland sort of thing from this majority desert continent. We started off with Niner sort of wandering the streets as the suns were starting to rise, as they decided to go into Clement's house and stare at them as they were sleeping. Clement, a bit thrown off from the strange robotic man staring at them, they scrambled up and went over to get breakfast as the conversation of eggs began. So I hope we're caught up and everything is going to be on the right end now, but yeah.
That's right, stream. You get me and Kluski here, full unbridled,
Uncut.
big, long, and uncut.
Say different words.
So, Clement, I was gonna, fuck, what was I gonna say? Sorry, brain scramblies.
Clement.
How do you think?
That horse whinny suddenly goes so loud. Sorry. So Clement looks at Niner and looks him up and down, and he sits down at the table, and he's going munch, 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 munch. And he asks Niner, so you spent the night out. What do you think of Dermish, my hometown, my nice little home?
I saw a library and a bar and a warehouse and a manor and some windmills and a lot of normal houses.
So Clement seemed to hear library at the very beginning, pale, and then tune out everything else that you said. So
That's normal.
Clement says, so you saw the library?
I think it was a library. It looks like it was boarded up.
He pokes at a scrambled egg on his plate, and Clement says, that's kind of the area where I first got kidnapped. If I remember correctly, it's all very fuzzy.
Would you tell me the story of what happened to you?
After a message from our sponsors, because I have to go to get some food really quick.
And this is in character.
It's a character.
There's just a scrambled egg on a plate and you just start running away.
Niner is now reading advertisements in the paper.
Feudal and Evil Society still has billboards.
You understand my vision completely. I will be right back.
Okay, I guess
that's the end of Clement.
Clement is now dead.
Permanently.
Not again.
Deceased. I don't know how
This is
long
what
they're going to take.
Eggs.
Huh?
This is what happens when you eat eggs.
What are some ads you see in the paper?
Yeah, that's a question for Tyler. What am I reading about?
You see that some of the bigger there's some ads from the
Good morning, Albuquerque. You have right.
you see some
Holy shit, we're in Albuquerque, just like in Breaking Bad.
Not again.
I wish they made Albuquerque real.
you see a thing saying, hey, try Crimson Falls wine. And
Crimson Falls.
Niner makes a note to try Crimson Falls wine.
You don't have taste buds.
I will.
that's how good the advertisement is.
Failed persuasion check. Or failed wisdom save.
Is there any news about the recent going on?
There is a couple articles talking about strange items disappearing in people's houses. Keep your kids indoors at night from the string of robberies.
Niner makes a note to keep Clement indoors at night.
The message from our sponsors go.
Niner looks up and says, "I'm going to try wine."
Oh, really? But you don't eat.
Correct.
But you can drink.
I can put it in my mouth.
Sounds
Love
good.
him already.
Niner is great. So
Or
Clement.
like Niner.
So we were on the story of how Clement got kidnapped. So
Yeah, I would love for you to tell me how you were kidnapped.
Clement pokes at his eggs again, takes a little bite, and he says, "Well, so I was following someone. You know that, huh?
Was it at night?
It was at night.
Niner shows you the newspaper where it says, "Don't let your kids wander at night."
Clement says, well, it's a good thing I'm not a kid then, huh? The newspaper can't tell me what to do. I tell the newspaper what to do."
I am so sorry. You are child-sized.
Clement huffs. And he says, "I'm not child-sized, I'm me-sized. And in any case, I was looking for a story. And this suspicious person that I saw very much seemed like a story. You remember how I was talking about the person in the circus getup? The ringmaster.
The ringleader, yes.
Well, I saw them, and I was curious, and I decided to follow them. And they must have known that I was following them, because they led me to that library. And they went in, and I went in, and they started talking to me, and we had an argument about who would reveal the other to the other first. And then I blacked out. And I woke up in a caravan.
Was there any apparent reason that you blacked out?
He holds his chin and he says, if I remember right, I had the sleep spell cast on me, didn't I?
That would be probably your best assumption.
Clement says, I think they cast a spell on me.
I would like to roll an Arcana check to see if Niner can pick up any sort of evidence of that, if that was indeed what happened.
Sure, you can attempt.
You can figure out how roll 20 works.
Yeah, that's a 9. That's
9?
not good.
It has been like a week since that happened, so
I don't really pick up anything.
From the description, yeah, probably the best idea of what happened. But like, you don't know.
Niner nods and goes, "That's here."
Sorry, I'm eating.
You can hear what
Really,
Henry said.
really good and professional.
I'm being very professional. I'm being so in character because Clement is also eating.
Niner is staring at Clement.
So Clement says, and that's how I got kidnapped. How I ended up in the middle of the desert, I don't know.
Niner thinks for a few minutes. He's just thinking.
For a few minutes.
For a few minutes.
Eyes go in separate directions.
I think it would be good. We decided that I would help you find out where you came from if you helped me figure out what happened to me. I think a good place to start, at least for my idea of where to start for the investigation with what happened to me, is to go back to the library in the middle of the day.
Niner nods. That seems a logical place to start.
After breakfast. And so he finishes up breakfast.
And then you do that.
And then I do that. I have so much food left.
Okay.
I guess while we're eating, can we jump over to the
Yeah,
other two?
I was gonna say, as you are consuming consuming your food, we cut to the Crimson Falls, Crimson Flood, with the
The losers.
yeah, the losers, not even having their own house. What
Dude.
nerds?
Do we need to introduce ourselves?
Yeah, as
Man
a
and
Alright.
cat.
court in courting cat. Go.
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. He's waking up in his room, putting his funny little jingly hat back on with bells that don't work. He is a gray little tabby cat, about 5'4", with splotches of almost soot-like black all over his body. And then there's Court, who is, I assume, on the roof.
No. You see, from where we left off last night, the Scarecrow lays on the ground. Over top of him is the table that has been turned on its side to lay on top of it, to like weigh it down. And the bottle of strange red and black fluid is sitting next to the bedside table. Walking in through the door, if Tyler's okay with this, you hear a knock on the room's door.
Room service.
No.
Yeah, you hear a knock on the door.
Does Court enter?
He knocks at the door.
Think we'll get ready and ignore the door?
I was just looking at it.
What's that ticking noise?
I think it's footsteps.
Like, I don't know, an hour of waiting. Eventually you hear through the side of the door, open up.
Who is it?
Make inference.
Can you say please?
Please.
Pretty please?
No.
Okay. He'll open the door.
You see he has a plate of food in hand. It looks about half eaten. As he goes over, he will set it down on one of the chairs. For you. And he will go over and start picking up the table off the Scarecrow.
Oh, good morning, Court. Would you like to describe yourself as I have this morning?
Hello, stream. I'm Nintendrew. Court stands about 5'9", wearing a long, kind of faded red coat. If you want to expand my token, Tyler, get a good look at it. This is artwork done by iMagery from Tumblr. Very good friend of mine. He's huge.
He stares.
This is
Yeah,
to
he's
scale.
Okay, you can put it back. Put it back.
This is just like a Doki Doki Literature Club.
No. Put it back. Put it back.
Courtney jumps scared.
Make him bigger.
But yeah, he with a long, faded red fur winter coat, purple mask. Oh, okay, Tyler, for reals, please. It's distracting. Over his face, a kind of wide brim, brown hat, one would call fedora, and from his left hand is a lit cigarette, or I guess cigar, whatever would be appropriate for this era.
A joint.
A joint.
He just has a crystal meth pipe.
Yeah. Bong. But yeah, after kind of tossing out the half-eaten plate, like the food, not the plate itself, is half-eaten.
He takes a bite out of the plate for dominance.
You see him walk over to the table and start ratcheting it up. Good morning.
So, what today?
Eat that.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm guessing. I want to guess that you're doing a Jeffrey Combs impression.
Who's
I don't know who
Jeffrey?
that is.
Oh, I love Jeffrey Combs.
The guy who
I
played
hope he
Question
does.
in Justice League Unlimited.
Okay, there you go. Okay, now I know a little bit.
I just know him from like Reanimator.
With a 19, essentially flips the table back with one hand off the scarecrow.
But
Sleep.
after breakfast, are we doing anything today?
Red newspaper.
Oh, you can read.
Lots of concerns. Various burglaries of odd items. Children being advised to come home early and stay in locked doors. Seems like there's more night terrors out there.
Not to put a damper on things, but didn't we do some burglary last night?
No. First of all, house was abandoned. B. Destroyed horrible terror. Points to the scarecrow. Did community service, in my opinion.
Bro.
Oh my god. It's all so clear to me now.
It's clicking.
Is there a mysterious vase that you guys have?
Not a vase. It's a Coke bottle, but he goes on. Anyways, if you're asking for plan, do have one. Might want to have breakfast first. Guy might get angry. Eat it quickly.
Okay.
He will go and close the door as you grab the plate. Says like, Dwarven man comes asking for missing breakfast. Wasn't you?
Ah,
Court.
I'm an accomplice so quickly.
What
did
did
you
you say?
I've become an accomplice so quickly. I like it. And he'll keep on eating.
Yeah, swiftly moving past that. He places his right ungloved hand to his chin, kind of scratching it. Seems like next logical move is to investigate library. At same time, need to uncover more of missing Doug. Would be convenient to get letter back to Serena.
Hmm.
Anyways, sleep well.
Is that the question or the man?
He kind of stares at you a moment, and he'll kind of lean and go like, "Never make demands. Always have choice." Question.
I did. Surprisingly.
Good. He'll kind of lean back again. Made sure Scarecrow didn't run off. Lacks biology. Don't know how to determine if dead or not. Suppose proper term is animate. He goes and kind of nudges it with his foot. Inanimate now.
There's a way to make it animate again.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
There's a way to make it animated again.
But he kind of puts his hands back in his pockets, staring down at it. I don't know.
Helpful. Thank you.
You look back. Not alchemist or magi. Afraid not. Although,
neither,
one more time.
well, neither am I.
I disagree.
So, after we do your business, are we going to look for anyone to help us out? I don't think we're going to get very far with just you and I.
Investigated things before, and who can we trust? Very person that keeps us occupied here could indeed be involved in conspiracy. Not making much sense now, but we'll uncover it. Scarecrows, missing liquid, missing Doug too. Barmaid knows more than seems. Missing children, robberies, all connect somehow. Who can we trust?
I imagine that a town of this size has some well-known crackpot that we could talk to.
Court kills you instantly.
Let's see.
Kind of taking hands out of his pockets, another his left gloved hand go to his chin. Perhaps need to uncover them though. Hard to determine now. Go around asking too many questions only makes us look suspicious. Gets eyes on us. Guards already don't trust us after last night's incident. Who knows how deep this goes?
Oh, you think they don't trust us?
I don't trust them.
Ink is just staring at Court.
Suspect comment incoming.
No, you know what happened.
He nods. Too much even. Was thinking what to do with Scarecrow.
Do you want to start a farm?
No. Was
You-
thinking though, what would have knowledge of bringing animation to something inanimate?
I assume someone who knows magic?
He looks up at you.
I don't know how. Stop that.
Sorry.
Thank you.
He goes over to like the bottle of the red liquid. Also need to determine this. Could find alchemist.
Do you know if there's an alchemist in town?
Most likely not. Didn't get good look while we were out. Too busy chasing Scarecrow.
Fair enough. Well, I'm done with breakfast. Shall we get going?
Good idea, dispose of plate. Throw in the street. Don't want to bring too many eyes on us.
Why, yes, let me just lean over the balcony in broad daylight and throw a plate to the street.
Don't take that literally.
Yeah.
Anyways. Order of business. Perhaps can go to library. Do need to go to letter office. Tyler, while Court was doing his thing, would have been able to determine where the post office is here.
Yeah, there's a post office, sort of towards the bottom end of the section.
Fuck. All right.
Would there be newsboys there?
Hmm?
Would there be newsboys there?
extra, extra.
Yeah, technically there should be some of your newsboys there.
He'll look over to you and you can say like, wanted to get your thoughts first. Want to mail back letter to out of town friend before continuing investigation. Mind doing that before or after library?
Might as well get it out of the way.
Appreciated. Weren't open when I went to investigate earlier. Closed up at night. Aforementioned on newspaper, I believe.
Anything else interesting in the news?
Not particularly. Bakery went to yesterday, having sale today. Bastard, went too early.
We could always go again.
Spend more money on sale we didn't didn't experience. Poor decision.
You confuse me very much. Shall we get going?
Certainly. Have plan for disposing plate.
Do you?
Your breakfast.
Ink will get up and leave.
Court will follow.
I finished eating, by the way.
Okay.
I feel revitalized.
So is it fair to say that Clement and Niner are on their way to the library as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to say though, Clement does want to. Okay, hold on. Where is?
I have an idea, if you want to hear me out.
Yes.
You know, no, Clement, they are explaining the intricacies of egg germinization to Niner. Could take the amount of time it would take for Court and Ink to go to the post office. Maybe by the time they leave, Court and Ink are going to the library at the same time.
Works for me. I was gonna say,
Niner also was reading the ads.
A lot of time was taken then.
Niner doesn't actually
So-
know how to read.
That's so not true. That's one of the few things that Niner does know how to do. Don't take this from him.
So as Clement and Niner are leaving Clement's house, Clement does wistfully place his fingertips at the mark left in the dust from where his vase should have been, his favorite vase that is now missing, and he looks so sad and so mournful, and he grabs his book bag and he shoves something into his book bag before they leave. And
Niner points at it and goes, what is that?
my book bag.
What'd you put in there?
Clement
Bags.
Clement takes out his candle and and shows it to Niner, and he says, "I put my candle in here."
Niner nods.
There is something else that Clement did sneak into the bag too.
It's about, it's early morning. People are starting to come
Be right
out.
back, I'm sorry.
Is Niner getting any strange looks?
What is your sort of look going outside like?
Niner has his big dumb cowboy hat on, but I don't think he has his bandana pulled up his face. So I think people can see his metal skeleton look.
Okay. Going into this, at this point, a lot of people are just sort of, like, waking up, going to the field. Like, you see a chunk of people with, like, in, like, some overalls, their own sort of, like, straw hats, and, like, some sort of, like, farming utensil or, like, a lunchbox. Going out to the fields.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Every so often you get like a look back, but a lot of the people are just sort of tired and like, okay, I gotta work now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Niner,
Rise and grind.
Yes, Clement?
Niner, do you think while I was gone, someone might have burgled my house? Burgled? That's a word. Yeah.
Nurgled.
Did you notice anything missing?
My favorite vase is missing, and it makes me sad.
Niner thinks about it for a second. Next time I'm back, I can take a look.
That would be great. I would really appreciate it. Because, I mean, considering I was also, what happened, I would not like the idea that someone has been in my house.
I've been in your home.
Yeah, but you weren't invited.
Anyway, we're at the library.
I can always revoke that invitation if it would make you feel like a rebel.
Niner shakes his head.
Clement says that was a joke.
Niner gives a little laugh and it sounds hollow.
Clement looks pleased with this little laugh anyway.
Anyway, we're at the library now?
We're at the library now?
Yeah, you find your way to the library as what do you do?
Yeah, are the boxes that I stacked still there?
Yes, they are.
Clement is gonna try the door again, see if it maybe somehow became unlocked while he was gone, because he doesn't really want to do box stacking again. He doesn't want to crawl up there.
The door is still locked and boarded up.
He looks at Niner and says, well, looks like we're gonna have to do this the hard way.
I have a question, Tyler.
Yeah.
Are going with the idea that with the time they took and we're taking her to the post office,
Yeah.
we're heading there now, or is that gonna be later?
I do have an idea for what's going on. Don't worry.
That does not answer my question, but okay.
Yeah.
So I do have a set of thieves' tools, in my inventory. Can I try to unlock it? Does thieves' tools have lockpicks? Is that a thing?
Yes. Yes, you can attempt to, but like I said, there is boards on it as well. And I think you with.
Can I roll? Can I roll to break down the board?
If you wish, there are people walking around though.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to both break the boards and do it kind of stealthily. Like I'm just going up to the door and I'm not like making a big fuss of it. Can I do that?
Curiosity.
Would that be like both? What would that like strength and sleight of hand? Or
Make a-
performance, or what is that?
Make a like. I guess try to make like a stealth check. Maybe using charisma and then an athletic check.
Okay, that's a. Is stealth check using charisma?
Yeah, if you have a proficiency bonus, add it, but use your.
Okay, so that's just a straight 15 then
Okay.
for my stealth, and then I'm gonna do acrobatics. No, sorry, what did you say? Athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
That is a 17.
Okay. So yeah. You
As I'm doing this, as I'm breaking the boards off, I would like to loudly say, "Don't worry, I'm allowed to do this."
Oh, wow.
Oh. There. You do get a couple guards, excuse me, sir, what are you doing?
I'm allowed to do this. I repeat.
Clement is twiddling his thumbs nervously.
Clement, who is this guy?
Can I flash them like my deputy badge?
Sure.
Great, I do that.
as you do that, the guard does sort of go up to you, Clement, and she's like, Clement, who is this guy?
This is someone that I'm doing a story over, you see, and we're investigating some. You know how Farmer Doug went missing a while ago.
Bardis, not a farmer.
Oh, hold on, where? Bardis, there we go. Sorry, I cannot read. You know how Bardis went missing a while ago? We're investigating that, and we feel like the library has something to do with it.
Seeing, sort of looking at like your official looking badge, it's just like, Niner, and just like, okay, just don't cause any more property damage.
And it flashes a grin and says, we'll do our best.
Okay,
Niner
also,
heads
Clement, where have you
down.
been?
I've been, so I got invited actually to where's the town that we visited last time? Hold on, I'm looking at my notes. It was Benitri or something like that.
Bariti.
Bariti. I actually visited Bariti.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't think,
I met
huh?
That's where I met this guy, and he nudges Niner.
Niner looks over and kind of like he wasn't paying attention to the conversation. Has just been invited back into it. It kind of gives a non-committal. And then kind of looks at Clement and shakes his head.
And shakes his head. Is it?
Sorry, what was that?
What kind of shakes his head is it?
It's like a no, like he's not saying anything, but it's like a that's not right. That's not true.
Okay, you, make sure to tell people next time. Your parents been asking the guards about trying to find you throughout the week, so trying to send like a letter.
It was so last minute. I didn't even think about it until I was gone, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing you a favor for not asking any more questions. Just make sure next time maybe get some of your parents' famous pound cake for me.
Absolutely, I will.
Okay.
I'll even take note of it, okay? And he gives a little wink.
Sounds good. And Ink and Court, I assume that you see that sort of commotion towards the door of the library. You see the guard and like the two people sort of talking to them in front of the door as they're opening it up.
Are we heading toward the library or heading to the post office?
I sort of assume that you just went to the post office. Is there any special thing you wanted to do besides send a letter there, or?
Not just in the letter, I just need to make that clear.
Yeah. Yeah, you went to the post office and now you see this going on in front.
Oh, Ink's going. I guess as they're going, seeing that, he'll kind of tapping shoulder.
Hmm?
Perhaps could use this.
Do you think if we follow them in, they'd be fine with that?
He looks down at you, a cat. Think won't be noticed.
Fair enough.
He kind of rubs his chin. Might be only way. Follow lead.
You said rubs his chin, I imagined you rubbing Ink's chin.
Scritchy, scritchy!
We've made this joke before.
Niner at this point is kind of done talking with these guards and kind of drags Clement in, just to end the conversation.
Yep. Court is gonna waltz on past and follow him inside.
Yeah. The
Now you're
guard.
paying mind to the guard.
Yeah, the guard had started walking away by the time you pulled Clement in. So, are you trying to like sneak by the guard, or just sort of casually walk past without them?
Well, yeah, you said the guard's turning away.
Yeah.
I assume if Court just doesn't make a scene, like try to hide or do anything like boisterous, he just like walk in if he's already walking away.
Court's just walking in like he
Yeah.
belongs there.
There you go.
Yeah, I gotcha. Just checking
I
to make
assume if
sure.
he was on his tippy toes like Pink Panther, that'd be weird.
Basically, as soon as Court and Ink are inside, Niner stops what he's doing and turns and says, "Please identify yourself."
Walking in, closing the door behind him, and see how tall is Niner?
Niner's like 7'2".
Oh, Jesus Christ! And how tall is Clement?
Clement is like 5'3", I think I said.
5'3". Okay, I got 6 inches on your ass.
I'm imagining.
Do you want to rephrase that?
I do want to emphasize that when you said that you were dragging Clement in, I'm imagining Clement being thrown over Niner's shoulder.
I imagine more like whenever like your mom meets someone they know at the grocery store, and you're like, you're done seeing them talk, so you kind of try to pull their hand away. That's what I was picturing.
Okay.
So, looking in and being asked that, he will look up at Niner, the 7'2" robot with glowing red eyes, and Court goes, "You first."
My name is Niner. Now identify yourself.
He looks at Clement.
Me? He points at himself.
He just stares at you.
Oh, well, I'm Clement. Nice to meet you. He gives a little wave.
He tips his hat. "Good morning, Court."
Niner does a little curtsy.
As silence enters the room, he will sidekick Ink.
So, ow. What are you two doing here exactly?
Please identify yourself.
Oh, I'm a friend of Court's.
And your name.
What about my name?
What is it?
Ink spilled on paper.
Niner nods. He kind of makes a mental note of both of your names.
So,
Okay, sorry, you go.
what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I work for the local newspaper, Clement says.
While you two
Oh.
talk, Court walks past you guys and is just kind of gonna start like rubbing his hands on shit, like trying to clear up dust and like check for patterns and shit.
Contaminate that crime scene.
Hey Tyler.
Yeah.
And fingerprints are an identifiable thing.
It's been established that Niner has glowing eyes at this point. That's canon.
Uh-huh.
Can I use my eyes like flashlights?
Do you have the light cantrip?
Let me
Come
see.
on.
I think even if not, there is a infusion that allows you to cast light. There is a ability of a artificer that allows a light. Okay, you don't have the light spell, but let me relook at magical tinkering real quick. I'm just gonna click it there.
No, Clement is kind of walking over to where Court is, blowing dust off and swiping it away.
Yeah.
And he says, well,
Lit cigarette in mouth.
lit cigarette in mouth. And he says, well, I said why I'm here. I'm an investigative journalist. What are you doing here?
as he's like crouching down, like opening drawers to see what's inside, he kind of takes like an uncomfortable amount of seconds, whatever you define that as, to respond, until like he eventually says like, "Looking for clues."
Well, that's very specific. Thank you.
Niner turns his head at that and goes, "Clues for what?"
He shrugs. That's the question.
I pardon the interruption, but I could answer your questions a lot more concisely.
Great, thank you. Summit takes out a little notepad from his bag, and he looks at Ink with excitement.
So, are any of you locals?
Clement raises his hand.
So you've heard about that missing person? Her name starts with a B?
Yes.
We're looking for clues about that.
So are we? I mean, I suspect that it has to do with a similar situation that I'm in anyway.
Oh?
Court
Niner-
shoots up at that.
Niner looks at Clement kind of like a, "Are you sure? Are you sure about this?" kind of way.
Were you also attacked by scarecrows?
It's a scarecrow.
You
Far-
did not
Farmer
just say
boy
that.
Clement. Never seen a scarecrow.
Court says, did not just say that.
I did.
Talking to them.
Ah,
Yeah. Niner also is kind of interested by this. You scarecrows. As
Yes.
Clement looks at Niner. It was a joke.
in very good. As in animated scarecrows?
yes.
Do you know where they came from?
The well.
Wait, from the well? There's been
Well,
About the well?
there's been rumors about the scarecrows going on for a while. You actually found where they're coming from? You have evidence that they're real?
Ink will give a smug look over at Court.
Court is walking over to Niner, cigarette now in hand, is going to press it to put it out on the back of like Niner's arm.
What the fuck?
Niner says, "Please don't do that.
How does Niner react?
Please do not do." He does not move, but he just tells you, "Please do not do that."
Can do.
Just starts
He'll just
breaking
kinda
down
flick the
crying.
Flicking the cigarette, he'll kind of go stand by Ink's side again. Rebecca, like, indeed, last night had an encounter with Scarecrow. Appeared out of well after homeless man stared into it for longing time. Made enemies of guards. Pretty good feeling. Anyways, after that waited. Soon it emerged and ran down street into abandoned house. Cornered it there. Oddly smart enough to disguise itself, knowing we are chasing after it. Not smart enough to outmatch us. Currently have its corpse, quote unquote, stuck in our room, bound by table. Also extracted strange fluids from it. Strange fluids mean anything to you?
Niner thinks for a second and shakes his head and says, "I would like to see it."
Strange fluids mean a lot to me.
Understandable. He'll reach into his coat, pull out ye old Coke bottle that is full of red and black liquid.
Do I recognize the Coke bottle?
Like what's in it or the bottle?
Because I'm wondering if the Coke bottle is my special vase.
No, it is not your special vase.
Okay, I was wondering because I thought that would be so funny.
Yeah, no, I realized that it would have been a great thing, but how I planned it originally did not line up. Anyways,
Aw, that makes me sad.
I know it made me sad as well when you were just like, I understand the pieces. It's like, sorry.
On that. Rick on that.
Well,
It's okay.
what's in the vase? The Coke bottle is just a potion bottle. That's not.
Okay.
That was.
That's sad. So you have a Coke bottle full of liquid.
Yes.
What does the liquid look like?
It
red
is
and
a
black mixture.
yeah. It is a red and black sort of mixture with some parts looking like they're sort of like blended together, but it's like a sort of oil in water sort of look to it.
Okay.
Had tastes of it before. Strange, black parts taste surprisingly bitter like stale coffee. Red parts taste incredibly sweet like pure cane sugar.
Interesting. Clement kind of pushes forward a little bit. Am I allowed to do that? Push between Niner and Court, and I would like to take. Yes.
It would be quite impressive if you were able to push Niner out of the way.
He's pushing. He's squeezing in. You know, because he's a little guy. He squeezes in and he grabs the bottle, and he.
You can take it.
He takes the cap off and takes a little whiff of it, and sees if it smells like anything.
It has a very like absence of smell to it. Like just sort of a smell that you couldn't really describe. It like barely there, and it's just yeah.
Would artificially clean be a good description?
I guess yeah.
Did you feel anything after you tasted it?
Nothing particular. Didn't ingest anything. Thought it was a bad idea. Didn't want to become Scarecrow. Spat it out quickly afterwards.
That would be a good move, I think. Clement kind of swirls it in the bottle to check the consistency of the liquid.
It seems like the red liquid has a bit more of a lighter consistency, and the black liquid has more of is like a bit sludgy.
You said that it's like mixed together, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, because I was so Clement puts the cap back on and hands it back over to Court, and he takes some more little notes in his little paper pad and wanders off.
Hi.
Okay.
Could Ink try to slink off and yoink valuables from this library?
Sure. Roll me an investigation / perception check.
I will roll perception. Where's perception? There it is. Hey.
You start looking around and like except for like a bunch of books, you haven't been able to find like any valuables, like any like fineries that you would think of like in a library, like oh yeah, here's like a potted plant or like this or that. It seems to not be there anymore.
So Clement closes his paper pad, and he looks over at the group, and he makes sure that everyone is within range of his eyesight, including Ink, who's trying to sleuth around and take a look for valuables. Mm-hmm. And he says, "Well, I think we should look at the second floor." And he does not elaborate, and he heads towards the stairs.
Why?
Will just put his hands in his pockets and follow.
Niner actually wants to grab Court for a second, kind of like pull him aside.
Can do. He doesn't really resist.
Niner is I think kind of uncomfortably close, like they're less than a foot apart.
You're also 2 feet on top of him.
Yeah, that's true. And he says, the Scarecrow. I would like to see it.
Can provide it. Currently want to work here though. Don't know how much time we have. Friend there suggested second floor. Seems they know something. We'll give you corpse guaranteed. Don't lie.
Niner nods.
This group of people are so autistic.
As he continues walking with both hands in pockets, he'll kind of look back to you, Niner, and go, Why are you here?
Niner kind of pauses for a second to think about that. And when he finally speaks, he just says, hoping to find out more about myself. And I think Clement can help.
Understand feeling.
I'm also a big fan of Rorschach. Anyway, so he's gonna follow Clement up.
So Clement is a little bit Clement is keeping his satchel very close to him, and he's keeping an eye on Ink. He's watching Ink very closely.
He's jingling next to you.
And so they head up the stairs.
Wiggled miserably across the floor.
So Clement and Ink are walking next to each other, and I imagine that Court and Niner are trailing behind, right?
Yep.
So Clement looks at Ink and he says, I haven't seen either of you around here before. Are you new in town?
Oh, I'm from Riverway, down south.
I've never visited. What's it like there?
Oh, it's quiet. Nothing special.
And what brought you here?
Oh, I'm a traveler, a salesman.
Oh, you sell things? What do you sell?
Mystical medicines. Would you like some?
Well, that sounds...
Groans.
Clement does look a little bit interested, but he says, what kind of mystical medicines?
Oh, all sorts.
Inquiry. Do you have anything for sleep paralysis demons?
I might, actually. And he'll take out a bottle of wine and quickly rip the label off. Try to do it sneakily.
Niner kind of pulls out his coin bag and looks at Clement and kind of like he doesn't have eyebrows, but he's metaphorically waggling his eyebrows.
Oh, what a guy.
Clement looks back. He has no idea what Niner's trying to imply. There are no eyebrows to be waggled.
He's staring at you.
He's just looking at him.
Looking at him holding a bag of coin.
So Clement is leading them towards the room that I came across originally, right? Which I do remember being on the second floor, correct?
You entered into the second floor and then you went downstairs.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so long since we did that first session.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to show what you found on the top floor.
I don't remember what I found on the top floor. Oh, I found the straw. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was, like I said, it's been so long. I knew there was something on the top floor. I couldn't remember where was what. So I go back to where I had done the box stacking, and I retrace my steps a bit to where the straw and the liquid are.
Okay.
You go first.
Yeah. As you approach, you still see a straw, but the liquid seems to be gone.
Well, that's weird. Is there any imprint of where the liquid was? Like it just dehydrated and left a stain, or is it just gone completely?
Yeah, you see that some of like the dust has where the liquid was. It seemed to have a bit more of like have a different bit of like dust build
Dust
up
is
around
wetter.
there. You have been gone for about a week, so the
It would have dried up by now.
yeah, but you do still see like the where the section of it was, and a bit of your footprints in the dirt in the
First
dust.
originally sneaked in.
Yeah.
At seeing this, I guess Nye doesn't know what's up. I guess he'll look over and ask, staring at Stain rather closely.
Can I roll investigation to see if I notice anything else of what's going on here?
Sure.
Where is... There it is. I got a 13.
13. Okay.
Yes.
You haven't. You're not able to see much of a change. The only thing that you can really tell is that like, it seems like there's been a bit more movement around that area since you last showed up.
Right. So last I was here, this is where I came in, and this isn't where I came in, is it?
This is about where you came in. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where it's like I'm so sorry. It's been so long.
No, you're fine. I understand. It's been a week for Clement, but months for you.
Months for me. So this is where I originally came in, and when I got here, this was here, but that same liquid that you have in your little bottle there was all over the floor. And he points at the footsteps in the ground. Those must have been mine.
Niner kind of goes up to Clement and asks, Inquiry, you lived in this town. How long has this library been unused?
About 2 months.
About 2 months, yeah. I was pulling up my notes.
So the liquid disappearing could not have been from a librarian cleaning up?
No, it's been abandoned for a while. It became abandoned around the same time that Bardis lost his arm, right?
Cor kind of looks over. Bardis lost arm.
Bardis lost his arm about a month before he went missing. And Clement is holding his chin, and he says he didn't really interact with anyone after the incident, and he didn't really explain what happened.
Interesting notes about Bardis on my end.
The most that we know is that there was an accident on the farm. Sorry, I interrupted.
It's okay. Have friend out of town, friends with Bardis. Came here to talk to him on behalf of friend. Bardis has been sending letters to out of town friend for some time. Hasn't been around for 2 months, correct?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Letters have been received sooner than 2 months. Sent after his missing period.
Well, that's interesting. Do you have a copy of one of the letters?
Not on me, just good word from friend out of town. Can try to get them if I can get in contact with friend. Sent letter this morning, can follow up.
That would be great.
What I do know, letters were sporadic afterwards, not consistent. Words scratchy, clear panic and unease in each writing form, eventually stopping, encouraging my staying here now.
Was it panic, or was he just writing with his non-dominant hand?
Didn't get good look, don't recall.
So Clement, is there a trail that the straw and the liquid were leading to?
Make an investigation or a survival check.
Either one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, to finish up his thought, looking down the stain, he'll go, interesting.
Got a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Damn.
Yeah, you see that it was heading towards the room that you saw the individual from.
So Clement is going to so it's down the stairs, correct? It leads back down the stairs.
Uh-huh.
So Clement, as they're walking and he notices where the trail is leading, he's going to try to whisper to Niner. He's going to trail back and he's going to whisper, "That's the room where I got grabbed."
Niner nods and reaches down and kind of gently squeezes Clement's hand to try to be reassuring.
Clement is his jaw is kind of clenched, but the little squeeze helps his shoulders relax.
Court will kind of clear his throat to get everyone's attention. Made observation.
Yes.
Seems liquid is not only active ingredient. As it kind of goes and like taps the floorboard, theorizing ingredient is required for animating scarecrows. But if only active ingredient, floorboard would have been animate, yet it stays. Seems there's something we're missing.
Well, a floorboard isn't a body.
Is a scarecrow a body?
Yes.
He just kind of stares at you, cocks his head, confused.
Niner speaks up and says, when we were in... I'm so sorry, Tyler. What is the town that we were in?
Bariti.
When we were in Bariti, I visited a shop. It had other things like me. I don't know if... I don't think I'm made the same way as these scarecrows have been animated.
Like you. What does that mean?
They were mechanical. Metal body.
Actually, Court can't tell that Niner is a Warforged either. He just thinks he's some guy.
Yeah. He just sees the glowing eyes and is just like, just a guy.
Yeah, that's normal.
They were mechanical, like me. But they were not all humanoid. I saw not active, but there were quadrupedal ones that looked like beasts.
Deeply interesting. He just kind of keeps staring at you.
Niner's used to it.
So Clement is going to step forward, and he's going to listen in through the door. Is the door open? Is it closed?
It's open, but not like all the way. It's just like somebody like walking through a door and like halfway closing it.
So Clement is going to listen. He's going to stand outside and listen in.
Okay.
Does he hear anything?
Make a perception check.
That is 16.
16? Okay. You listen in and, you're not able to, really hear anything from, this end.
Alright, he's going to very slowly push the door open.
Okay. You hear the squeaky door creak open as, you find yourself in the sort of like back room area. Almost like an office for like where the books would be returned and like sorted and all that.
I want to roll insight on I want to roll insight on ink specifically, so I want because I want to know if Clement can tell that he's looking for valuables.
Okay.
I haven't even said I'm looking for valuables yet.
So So that would be a non-natural 2022.
Dirty, nasty 20.
Dirty,
Filthy boy.
nasty, filthy boy.
Okay.
I think with the 22, you like were reading Clue's mind.
You can make you can make either a persuasion or deception check. I guess deception, because we all know that you are searching for valuables, to try to hide your motives if you wish. Okay.
That is a 12.
So yeah, you can see the look of a cat boy searching around for valuables.
You recognize the familiar look of a cat boy.
So Clement is going to say, Ink. He's going to stare directly at him. Do not touch anything. Everything in this room might be a clue. I want you to look me directly in the eye, okay?
Walks in.
Anything in this room could be a clue. Do not touch it. And if you find something, tell us, okay?
I promise you, I will not take anything.
Court walks in, is gonna start looking for clues.
Ink will very quickly grab Court and whisper to him, "If you find anything valuable, let me know, please."
He responds, "Will not do that."
Damn.
Roll an investigation
Roll
check, Court.
With the four of us combined, I bet we'll find something.
Roll, or is it just court rolling?
I'm also going to roll.
Yeah,
I also
whoever
want to-
wants to investigate, roll an investigation check.
Ink will investigate, but for valuables.
I got a 23. I'm rolling good today.
Nice.
It won't last.
It will not.
So yeah.
This
So-
too shall pass.
Okay, so Niner, what did you get?
15?
15, and you got like a 22, Clement, or what'd you get? 23?
23. I got a
Nice.
23.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay, so Ink, as you're looking around, it's starting to feel more strange, just the lack of valuables you're finding in this area. As you're looking around, it just seems like the things that have value and aren't nailed down have already gone missing. And then
Are you going to mention that to us? Are
Huh?
you going to mention that to us, Ink? Are you going to mention that to us, or are you going to keep that to yourself, Ink?
Ink will try to pull over Niner.
Okay, yeah.
you're the most valuable thing here.
Putting that in my bag.
Sorry, what was that?
Would you mind putting that in my bag for me?
What is Ink asking him to put in his bag?
The thing that just got pointed out.
No, what was pointed out was that there's a lack of
The lack of valuables in your bag?
Clement, you fooled me.
Yeah, Niner nods and puts nothing in your bag.
Ink having a stroke on the floor.
Not again. Stop Spider-Man 2.
Hey, do you think Niner
There's a
would
copy in the back here. There's a copy of an old play about a man who was cursed by a spider god.
Oh, lol.
do you think Niner is susceptible to Spider-Man 2 malware?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what
See,
causes memory loss.
Uptone Stearns.
So yeah,
Uptone Stearns. Upturned stones. What just happened to me?
uh, so, uh, Court and Niner, as you're looking around, you do see like bits and pieces of just this what looks to like be like scratch marks within the room. Like something like dug its claws into like different sections of the like floor. And and just sort of you can't tell if it's supposed to be like writing or if it's just somebody putting random letters on the wall
How fresh.
with the claws. It looks like it's been here for a while. You can't get a direct date from this, but like it's been here for a hot minute.
I guess as they uncover this, he'll look up at Niner. Recognize.
Niner. Well, actually, can I roll an investigation check?
See if
Or
you
would it be history?
What are you trying to figure out?
I'm trying to see if I recognize either the script or any word.
Okay.
And if I'd like to ask if there's any specific letters that they see too. I know I'm not the one who technically finds it.
That's what I mean when I say
Technically-
script. Is
technically,
this a letter? Like, what alphabet is this written in?
yeah. Also, Clement, you would see this as well. This is like a scaling up sort of thing. Of you noticed this because of you were on the same. You were just a higher level, so you'll have more.
I see everything.
Okay. Roll an
Do
investigation
something.
check. Oh.
Watch her. Turn your gaze.
You understand me.
All right. That is a 19.
19. As you look at it, you can tell that it is like a common script that like just looks like it's become more frantic. And looking like deeper into it, it looks almost like if somebody wrote on the same piece of paper over and over again is how it looks. How
Like this is
everything looks.
practice.
Huh?
Like this looks practiced. Like it looks like someone is used to writing this out.
It looks like somebody, like in those scenes in like movies where somebody's like writing like on a wall.
Okay,
But-
so this is repeated. This is repeated words over and over again.
Yeah,
Someone
it's
has written.
it's repeated like scripts over each other. Like somebody like dug something
Gotcha.
into the wall.
Scroll over words with other words.
Exactly.
Can I make
Two.
out? Can I make out anything?
With your 19, you, the, whatever was there, like, prior, it's very hard to tell what it was writing.
I would like to
but-
remind you that I rolled the second best number.
Yeah, I know, pretty much the original text that was like written there, like before the rest, is pretty much undeterminable. It has been scratched over too many times, but you do see like what looks to be somewhat of like the freshest sort of look to it. The main words that you can see is "Welcome to the Freak Show."
It's fucked up.
Okay, I tell everyone in the room. I'm not sure. 100%, but I believe what was written here, at least the last thing that was written here, is "Welcome to the Freak Show."
Clement pales a little bit at this.
Niner looks back at Clement specifically, kind of trying to make sure that they're okay.
Clement very much is not okay, but he's putting on a brave face.
He has a tummy ache, but he's being so brave about it.
You understand.
Standing back up, Court kind of goes, classy. He'll look back. Any idea what that means? He looks to Ink.
Not particularly.
Looks to Clement.
Niner actually answers before Clement can have a chance to speak up. Niner asks, have any of you heard of a circus being in town recently?
No?
Can't say.
Well, I'm taking notes really quick.
Have you?
Niner just kind of shrugs. Not from the area.
All eyes on Clement.
Clement says, well, I haven't heard of a circus, but he trails off a little bit and he looks...
I'm looking at a few clowns.
I haven't heard of a circus, but I'm looking at a few clowns. Sorry, that amused me way more than it should have. I appreciated your joke. Thank you.
And then Clement slam dunks.
Alright, so... Alright. Kind of looks off and... Oh, Clement, you're saying?
I would like to look at Niner to judge his reaction on what Niner thinks that if I should share any information.
Niner is making so many facial expressions at you in his mind.
Do I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
Niner's trying to give you all the looks in his face.
He's...
Roll insight to see if you can. Wait.
Insight, okay. I got a 16.
Okay, yeah, with 16, you can tell from the way that he's moving, that or not moving, that he's kind of saying like essentially say as little as necessary,
Share information.
but share information.
Clement says, there have also been rumors, and he looks at Niner.
Niner shakes his head no. Too dishonest.
well, it is a rumor.
Some have said.
So,
Court looks between these two, giving psychic visions to each other. He will finally just speak up and say, like, obvious something going on. Speak up on same side.
Clement says some have said, and he looks at Niner again.
Please.
Niner slowly nods.
That there has been someone dressed up as a ringmaster around.
He'll nod.
And
Niner says, I've heard that as well.
Why'd you say Ink?
who's saying these things?
I don't share my sources. I respect my sources' privacy.
Niner pretends he didn't hear you.
Court kind of throws up his hands and goes like, lives at stake.
Clement looks over at Court, and his eyes wide, and nods and says, I know.
Kind of squints. Puts his hands back in his pockets.
Niner.
We found strange homeless man. Perhaps could be lead.
I know that old strange homeless man. He's the one who stares down the well, isn't he?
Court nods.
I like him. He's neat.
Annoying.
Niner kind of kind of nudges at Court and says, "Would still like to see the scarecrow."
He kind of sighs. He kind of rubs some dust off like his coat and his hat, and he reaches into his coat, gets another cigarette. He looks up at Niner, and then just looks over at Clement, extends out the cigarette.
Niner takes it.
So, is there anything else that we notice, or is there anything else that we notice?
Clement, as you are looking around, you do notice the scratch marks behind a shelf that you noticed last time. That
Okay.
and one book that looks a bit has a bit more of like a more like solid.
It looks like
look
one
to
of
it.
those. Yeah, it looks like an old Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Exactly.
Whenever one of the books was
Yeah,
animated
you know-
differently, because that's
yeah.
when they were going to interact with.
Exactly.
It's
It's like
a mallet or palette.
Can I say that that's what it looks like to Clement specifically, and no one else notices?
it's sort of and just in general, it's sort of it's very like faint, but you're able to like notice it better.
So no one can notice the animation change.
Yeah, it's not a matte painting. It's a it's a sketch.
Exactly.
Uh, so Clement wanders over and he grabs the book
Mm-hmm.
and he takes the book.
You go to pull the book as the door starts to open.
Okay.
As everyone,
The book.
the shelf door, the shore.
The shore.
The shelf is a door. Okay.
Yeah.
The Delph.
Could you say that one more time for me?
The Delph?
The Delph? I thought you said for a hot second I thought you said the Delph.
That's Court.
Yeah, cool. That's the Delph. Let's be honest.
As the shelf, as you pull the book, the shelf starts to open up, as everyone can see this bookshelf open.
Alright, what's behind the bookshelf?
As you look down from the bookshelf, you see this this sort of large staircase just going down.
Well, that's ominous. Clement looks back at everyone, and he points at the big staircase, and he says, "Does anyone else see this?"
Court wordlessly starts walking towards and down the staircase.
Niner gets so scared he jumps up into Clement's arm.
Clement, 5'3", holds the 7'2" robot man.
Yeah, Court is going to light himself a cigarette after his was, I guess Clement's was taken by Niner. And he will let the cigarette in his mouth light his way as he walks down the stairs.
I want to emphasize Niner does not breathe, and so he just has the cigarette.
It's not even in his mouth.
He just has it looks neat.
Ink will follow Court.
Yeah, I'm following Court.
Clement would like to take Niner's arm.
Clement gets so scared Clement does a Scooby-Doo jump into Niner's arms.
You understand.
They both Scooby-Doo jump into each other and hear combo breaker.
They both flop onto the ground like in a fighting game.
Defense are neutral.
So is there anything on the walls of the staircase as we're going down?
As you're walking down, you see sort of scratches into the wall, like like how the upper stairs were, but as you're getting farther and farther down, eventually, it's more of just there's a railing and you get into an open space. As give me a second to change the area. I gotta do one thing beforehand.
As they're walking down, Tyler, this is for you. Court's going to be using that special handy dandy level 2 feature he just got. But the rest of you see as they're walking down, they're getting to this new area. Court takes the cigarette out of his mouth. He kind of he places it in his left hand, the gloved one, rolls up the sleeve of his right ungloved hand, and puts the cigarette out on his arm before kind of flicking it down the stairs ahead of them.
I like that. That's neat. Clement pulls out the candle from his book bag. Sorry.
Oh.
It's the cigarette.
Clement pulls out the candle from his book bag and he debates lighting it in order to light the staircase down.
Clement takes the candle out of his book bag and he smokes it.
I think it would be so funny if Clement lit the candle right now, this very second, as we're going down into probably a dangerous area.
Lights it up, we're surrounded by monsters, puts it out.
Isn't that a weed candle?
It sure is.
Alright. Can anyone see in the dark?
I think I have dark vision.
No. One sec. I'll double check to make sure because I think Warforged don't actually get dark vision.
As Ink asks that,
Nope.
and there is silence, Court ahead of the group will say, "Gross lack of planning." Oh well.
Well, I do have a candle.
Can I? That candle is a non-magical artifact, yeah?
Tyler?
Yeah.
That candle is a non-magical artifact, right?
Yes.
Can I use magical tinkering on it to make it emit light?
Sure.
Okay, great. I take the candle.
Without lighting it.
I take the candle and I infuse it with magic, and the candle starts lighting up, and it's amazing. Who could have thought?
But it doesn't use any of its potent abilities because it's magically lit.
Oh, potent abilities, nice. Assuming you just lit the candle because Court isn't looking backwards, he'll just kind of reach to his backpack and take out a torch, and kind of just light the tinderbox on it.
Well, you could have said that earlier.
Shrugs.
Should I?
Does he say shrugs?
No, he's not a weirdo.
A torch.
I'm shrugging, but it's so dark we can't see it,
Yeah.
so you have to say shrugs.
By the way,
Torch is 60 feet, right?
I believe so.
I thought it was 20 and another 20.
One sec.
I'm having so much fun, guys.
I think
I'm having so
candles
much
emit
fun. I need to leave for a second. I'll be back while Tyler does a rules check.
5 feet or so.
Man. I have no clue where my DM shield went.
I like the new and improved ink.
Thank you.
I hate ink. I don't hate ink. I'm sorry, I don't mean that.
Understandable. You will. You'll hate him more as time goes on, I promise.
Does Ink still have the bottle of wine that he ripped the label off of?
That he did so sneakily, yes. He hasn't sold it yet, unfortunately.
Does it? And it's well established that this will. You said that this will help sleep paralysis Stevens.
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Okay, it's
what
20 and 20.
improvement what level of improvement can I see upon taking this tincture for my sleep paralysis demons?
I'm back.
Could you repeat that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much improvement can I expect to see from taking this tincture for my sleep paralysis demons?
I'd say a solid 5.
Half as many demons.
Oh, he's leaving. Oh dear.
What the?
Yeah, I would like to follow up for it.
Oh, it changes! That's so cool!
Yeah.
The invisibility changes.
Court, do you want to stay here?
Yeah, do you want to stay here?
No,
Do you want to come back?
not particularly. Have faint idea you guys have planned, so we'll stay for that.
I was going to say
I'm following Court. Niner is sticking close to Court.
I could go on ahead, see what's around, without making light.
Bad idea. Don't want to split up.
Fair enough.
But if we split up, we can search for clues.
This is true.
Stupid.
Tyler,
Yeah.
are you there?
Uh-huh.
What do we see down here so far?
You see this
this one?
large open cave. As you guys do start approaching, Court, you start to see in the distance this sort of just amalgamation of trinkets and items on these like weirdly put together like shelves.
Ink's eyes go wide.
Can I roll investigation for valuables?
Sure.
Aha! This
Let me
has
just take.
succeeded once. Let's see if it will now.
Clement has taken out his little notepad again and is scribbling notes.
Mm-hmm.
Could someone take a moment and look at what I've rolled in a row?
Hold on.
Hey man, you
The
just
hell?
got a couple more times to go.
I'll get there eventually. Do I see any
So-
valuables with a 14?
I love the shadows so much. I think the shadows are so cool.
Yeah, as you're looking into here, like, there is a lot of just random, amalgamation of items. Like you see you see sort of like this, like piggy bank. You see this, you see like a couple bits of farmer's tools. You see some like fine china. You see a couple like vases.
My base there? Is my base here?
As Clement puts that in your mind, you run over, make an investigation check.
So I'm,
No way.
I'm desperately looking for my base. Investigation. Let's see. I rolled a non-natural 20.
Yeah, you can, as you look, you find your vase.
My vase! He runs over and he grabs his vase and hugs it to his chest.
Vase. The Court look over. Vase.
My vase! It went missing from my house. So you know how I went on that trip a while ago? Just the other day I got back and my vase was missing. This is my vase.
Court will look,
Hey,
and I want to determine if it seems like these are an assortment of burglarized items. Tyler.
Yeah, as you look into
23.
it, yeah, you can tell that a lot of these items seem to just sort of, there's no like direct counterpart to these except for valuable items. So you can assume that these are probably burglarized items.
hey. So I would like to look through these items, and I would like to see: is there like a painting, or like is there like any sort of long flat object,
Yeah, you
like
can
a board or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find there's a painting or two. You see some like family photos.
Okay. Yeah. How big is this?
The one thing you can never replace.
The one thing, yeah.
The one thing.
How big are these?
There are varying sizes. You see this. There's like one that you would put like onto your nightstand, and then there's like one that you would put like in like
On your
dining
mantle.
room. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I want to find the biggest one that I can. And I'm going to. I would like to check. Is this magical? Is this a magical painting?
Roll an Arcana.
That is a 15.
Doesn't seem magical.
Great. Okay, I want to touch it, and I want to transfer magical tinkering. So the candle goes out. No, it's not lit, but the magical lighting it has is gone. And instead, I would like to paste a picture onto this painting, and the picture is a copy of what's in this room. I would like to essentially take a picture of what's in this room and put it onto this painting.
Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool!
Ah,
Nice. So
Awesome.
so yeah, you
Couldn't try to steal the piggy bank sneakily.
sure, roll a sleight of hand.
So Clement is kind of petting his vase and whispering, "I'm gonna put so many flowers in you when we get home," and so after Clue rolls his sleight of hand, I want to investigate to see if I see any more instances of scarecrow around here.
Okay. Roll an investigation. As also, now that you're starting to look around, you see this like chair next to this like this sort of like smooth this smooth stone like almost like it was like worked to be more like a desk.
That's cool.
The chair
Work
seems
sits in the chair.
yeah. The chair here isn't as comfortable as you would think, looking at it beforehand. As you see that there is like bits and pieces of it like messed up and like the back part specifically, there's holes down the back that make it weirdly aligned on your spine.
The table, what are like the weird stone table? Is there anything on it?
You can you do find a make an investigation check.
I got a
Alright.
20 for my investigation check.
Okay.
A non-natural 20.
A natural 20.
Okay.
A non-natural.
Uh,
I'm
as you
so good at this.
as you look around on the desk,
When you roll high numbers, call those big naturals.
Biggie Nats. As you open up as you look at the desk, you see that like in sort of worked into the stone, you see a little bit of what looks to be like a latch sort of system. As you can pull it out, and you see just what looks to be a chunk of paper, like papers and like sort of notebooks inside of it.
He was kind of work his fingers along the sides to the bottom, just kind of pick up one big stack and just kind of poke them onto the table.
Looking into it, you see that there is a the work is that in the bit of work you see that there is a it seems almost like a like alchemist or inventor's guide, like notes of things they're working on, and
Alchemist. All
Yeah.
right.
and towards like the bottom section of it, you see BD
like a signature says B and D.
Yeah.
You see a signature on the desk?
Not on the desk, on the papers that he found.
Okay, on the
D.
papers that you found.
D. You see this like click in his mind. It's like looking through each of these, going huh, like more weird noises, till eventually he like gets to the bottom of it. He looks down. BD. BD. He looks
looking
up
for BD
wide-eyed
Cooper.
over at Clement and Niner. Bardis Doug.
Niner kind of looks like Clement and then looks back at Quiet and is like, I do not know Bardis Doug.
Clement says, "I know a Bardis, Doug." He wanders over to the desk to take a look at the papers.
While you do that, he'll kind of like push the uncomfortable ass chair like out so you can sit in it and go like, look through these. Go ahead and investigate rest of cave. He'll look over. Ink.
Huh?
Come along if can. Going to look at rest of cave.
I love that Ink is over by the shelf of shit.
I'm filling his bag.
When he's called over, does Ink look up all of a sudden, like halfway shoving something in his bag?
He's jingling more.
More than just the little bells on his hat.
He's stuffing like an actual live cat into his bag.
One thing. Did anyone noticed unless they beat like a 24?
Yeah, no, Niner looks at Ink suspiciously, but cannot prove anything.
Or
He's so
doesn't
innocent.
care.
So yeah.
He
Niner is a sheriff.
Okay.
Niner absolutely cares.
So yeah. Walking away from the desk.
Niner would like to check on that mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at the mirror too. So Clement is looking over these papers, correct?
As Court walks away, your light slowly starts to fade away. And it's harder
Oh,
to
I need
look
that
at.
to read. Clement gets up from the chair and scrambles over closer to Court again.
Yeah. As you all start to walk this way, you all gaze upon this mirror as you see this shattered mirror within the center, sort of looking like where the mirror started to shatter from, is a ticket sort of taped, stuck to the mirror that says, welcome to the freak show, and like a circus sort of thing. It looks like an actual ticket for it.
Niner's going to reach in and kind of, before anyone else can, like, preemptively stops them and is like, shattered glass might hurt you. Let me. And he reaches in and grabs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm gonna investigate it. Is there anything suspicious about this?
Roll an investigation check.
Well, that's an 8, so that's bad.
Okay.
I would like to say that Clement looks at the shattered mirror and it reminds him of the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Or kind of having his hand to his chin, he'll say, he'll look over and realize he got shifted to the edge corner of the desk, put two and two together and go like, not have your own torch.
Niner says, "Oh, I do," and pulls a torch out of his bag. I didn't want to waste it.
He'll nod and he'll go, thinking there might be credit to splitting up idea. You two stay here, look through here. Saw notes reference alchemical equipment. Plan to look for that down here. Other signs of Bardis. Ink and I can go.
Niner looks at Court and says, listen. I kind of pulls him aside, like he's lowering his voice. Those two, I'm glad to have them on board. Clement at least is helpful investigating. I'm not so sure about the cat, but neither one of them,
It has a name.
neither one of them seem to be. I don't know if I trust them in a fight. You seem like you can handle yourself, and I've been a sheriff for a long while. I think if we run into something nasty, we're the two that should be handling it.
That was fun. As he kind of cocks his head at you, before kind of readjusting and actually kind of nodding, goes like, "Understandable. Sound travels well here. Could call out for help if need be."
Sound travels well here. Everyone heard what you just said.
Here's monster roars in the distance.
Clement looks sad to hear them talking about them like this, and he looks at
Diner was just like, "All right, so Clement's a pussy. And, I mean, Ink's a pussy."
Clement looks at Ink and he says, "You don't think they really think that about us, do you?"
I can handle myself fairly well.
Niner is silent and stares right at Clement for an uncomfortably long time.
I'm gonna fucking tap on him. He'll say to him and go, "Perhaps you can fight. Subtlety not strong suit. Noted."
We were going to talk about subtlety.
Put his hands up. Off track. Anyways. If wish to stay here, he looks at Ink. Stay here. Read over information. Me and Niner can go investigate further cave. Has point. Could be dangerous. And he looks at Diner. Ink has proven himself in fight. Help beat Scarecrow. We'll be going now.
Clement watches them leave.
So, Clement, would you like
Yes?
to help me in investigating the shelf?
So you can see. Wait, Clement doesn't realize. Clement knows that that Ink is looking for valuables because of earlier, right?
I assume yes.
So Clement looks at Ink, sighs, and says, "You can take 3 items."
Tyler,
Yeah.
I think, nope, sorry, totally lost whatever I was going to say.
So the ticket is no longer someone took the ticket, correct? Niner took the ticket.
Yeah.
I have
Niner
the
picked up the
ticket,
ticket.
correct.
So
I can't see shit also, by the way. I don't know if that's just me, or if the lighting's weird for anyone else.
I control the lighting.
Are you able to see the light from one of...
Or-
So, pretty much, whoever has a torch, I will give you the ability to have a brightness around you.
I have a torch, but I have not lit it. But I'm right next to Court, and let me show you what I see.
Okay.
I'm
Black
DMing it to
abyss.
Ink will just hold up his mirror to the shelf, see if there's anything.
This is what I see, and that doesn't seem right.
So, where are you putting it?
I
Oh,
DM'd
you
it
sent
to
it to me directly. No, that, you're within a smaller cave section.
Yeah, this is active lighting. We're in like a little hovel.
Okay, something about that was really weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much that's the only light that you're able to actually, like, see. That is your visible range right now.
We're in real-time lighting, baby.
Alright, cool. Anyway,
Yeah.
I would like to investigate the mirror a bit further, and I never got an answer on the scarecrow stuff.
Okay.
Is there any evidence of a scarecrow having been down here?
As you're looking around, you see a bit of hay Brun about the different sections of this area. As
I'll be right back.
okay, roll an investigation check on the mirror.
On the mirror. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a nat 20. I'm rolling so well today. These
Yeah.
dice these new dice I got like me apparently.
Nice. As you look at the mirror, a thing that you can sort of tell is that where that ticket was placed, it looks like something punched it. With like and like you see bits of blood in the shattered glass underneath.
Okay. So there's blood in the cracks.
There's a bit of blood yeah, in some bits of the cracks and in like the shattered glass out of mirror that has like
I'm
dripped
back.
down towards the bottom area, and like and it looks like this mirror has been cracked for like a bit of time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to Clement is going to look over in the direction that Niner had gone, and he's going to look back at the mirror, and he's going to gently touch his fingertips to the center of the mirror.
Okay. You feel a little prick from touching a bit of the broken glass, but nothing else from that.
He steps back and he looks over at Ink and he says, "Hey, does there happen to be a bottle on that shelf over there?"
Do I see a bottle?
Yes. Do you see a bottle?
Yeah, you see a couple of like wine things of wine or ale.
So I have a question. Is the blood dried, or
Yes,
has it?
it is.
Okay.
It is dry blood.
Okay. What about is there a scrap piece of paper over there?
Yeah,
Mr.
there's
DM?
in general you can find some scrap paper around.
Clement is gonna see. Clement is a little freak, and he takes a scrap piece of paper and he scratches off some of the dried blood onto the piece of paper and folds it up and shoves it in his satchel.
As a snack for later.
Forensics will be invented for 100 more years.
There's no DNA testing. He's just a little freak.
While Clement is doing that, could Ink hold up his mirror to all the weird stuff on the shelf
Mm-hmm.
and see if the mirror has anything to say?
You don't get any like special. Your mirror doesn't provoke you towards anything. Roll investigation check actually.
Okay. There's been a lot of investigating.
Yeah.
It has. I don't mind it at all.
Bye,
It's a
Niner.
15. It's a 15.
Okay.
It was a 13, it was a 14, now it's a 15.
As you
It's actually going slowly.
huh?
Slowly getting higher.
Yeah. As you look at this shelf of randomness, you do see a couple things that pique your interest. You see a weird staff in there that has some weird like grooves down the line of it, and a pot that also has a similar sort of grooving into it with a what looks to be like a plant that has been growing out of it.
Could I run my fingers down the grooves of the staff?
Mm-hmm. As you sort of rub your fingers down the grooves, it does have like a weird like slick feeling to it.
Nasty.
So, Clement,
Yes.
you're from this town. Do you know anyone with the kleptomania?
Sorry, you say kleptomania, and the first person that I ever think of is Julian every time. Um, Clement thinks for a second. Does Clement know someone with kleptomania? Do I roll for this? Clement looks at Abe and says, "Yeah, you."
How rude.
You know that there are some people. You would probably know people that would be kleptos.
One of them is a coworker.
Yeah. Yeah, you would know of your coworker, and uh, there's just some random people. There's uh, a person that used to help run the uh, the the Inkworm, uh, named Marianne, used to has sort of sticky fingers, but somebody that a couple people in the farm, that work for a farmer, they they tend to collect a bit of extra food from their land, and then sort of as like extra bit of payment in produce.
That's not stealing, though.
Eh.
That's not stealing. It's fine. There's plenty to go around.
we see Clement's morals.
Clement says be gay to crime. Clement would like to go over to the shelf and look around Ink's shoulder and see if he notices anything that would catch his eye. He's still holding his vase to his chest like a baby.
Roll an investigation.
19. Oh wait, I didn't add investigation. Hold on. That would be a 25.
25.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like a liar for saying I'm getting such high rolls.
You're
As
just
you're
telling the truth.
looking around, you notice that you sort of like go through and you see a couple like random books, and you sort of like open it to look, sort of see what's in it, and you find like a couple like pouches of gold and stuff like that. It looks like a bunch of like the random like miscellaneous items. Usually have like some sort of like hidden items within, to like for like storage of coins and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah. But you also can agree that the pot and that staff look weird. And you see that underneath the staff, there's a bit of grass and moss sort of growing underneath it.
Ooh. Okay, I'm taking note. And moss under staff found by. All right, let's switch over to Niner and
Yep.
and
You got
Court.
this.
As
And Court.
as Niner and Court, you enter into this weird amalgamation of vats and and beakers, and you sort of look at it just sort of straight at towards the beakers, and then as you're sort of looking up, because it scales up a bit way up for it, you see the sort of hanging scarecrows hanging above it.
Niner asks Court, is that what you have?
Looking up, he will nod.
Okay, great. So, Niner
Good.
is going to try to pull one of these scarecrows down.
Court will reach up as best he can and try to place a hand on your chest. Wait.
Yes?
Answers now, action later. Want full picture before we do anything.
Niner pauses for a second and says, I think I can get some answers if I can wake it up.
Can you repeat that? You cut out.
I think I can get us some answers if I can wake it up.
Cock his head. Wake up, Scarecrow.
Niner nods. Yes.
Poor decision. Known for violence. Not sure right to wake them up.
Niner thinks for a second and says, what if we disarmed it?
Wait, what the fuck did I just do?
You deleted Clement.
No!
Give me a second. I'll place him back down and I'll re-add his stuff.
Clement is dead.
Oh no.
Clement is dead.
I was just trying to erase it.
Clement is dead. Who
Blue,
killed
you're-
Clement?
You're hanging out with Clement when suddenly they fade from existence.
Yeah.
That sounds on brand.
There you go.
Yeah, no, Niner says to Court, what if we disarm it? I mean, literally, what if we removed its limbs before I woke it up?
I follow. Just all of them.
I only need one, but
Still be here
perhaps it's
when
better
we
to be
come
safe than
back.
sorry. Niner nods, and he pulls this. He's gonna keep pulling the scarecrow down. He says,
Oh
I won't
my
wake it
God.
up now. Don't want it to disappear later.
He's like, okay, gets it anyway.
Yeah. There are several
He
scarecrows
won't-
up there as well, just to let you know.
I'm just trying to grab any one of them. Not anyone in particular.
Mhm.
The closest one to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to pull it down. Do I have to roll anything for that, or can I just pull it down?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Not my strong suit.
This is to see how
it's
well
a
you
15.
can. 15? Okay, yeah, you can get it down. Fine. You feel the crunchiness of the scarecrows.
I kind of sling it over my shoulder, and it does not come to life or do anything crazy.
Nope.
All right, yeah. I just sling it over my shoulder and I'm holding it there.
Okay.
Well, he'll not. Works then. Come back to this later. Know what makes scarecrows. And he will walk out of the cave. Like that little section. You won't
Yeah.
leave.
You just see Court just running away.
Yeah. I'm off to a different
This will be
campaign.
important later.
Yep. That's this is where we walked in.
Hey, Ink. Hey, Ink. Hey, Ink.
Yes.
That's a pretty funky staff we found here.
Okay.
Do you know anything about it?
I would like to
Tyler,
roll
help me.
combat.
Oh, did you delete yourself?
Tyler, I lost myself. Where am I?
Proof.
I would like to roll Arcana on the staff.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Not 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah, as you examine the staff, uh, you you feel like uh, you feel this strange like feeling that uh, this is supposed to. Ah, one sec. Let me restate all my words. As you look down at the staff, you get this sort of innate feeling of what it's supposed to accomplish. As you sort of look at it and seeing the like lines on the staff sort of look like roots going into the ground, like an indent of roots. As you sort of like tap the staff onto the ground, uh, you can you know that if you spend one of its points, you can make a bit of greenery around it. It's like bone meal in Minecraft.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
Clement taps the staff on the ground and watches moss spring up around him.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
He giggles in delight.
Hmm. As you tap it on the ground, you see this this sort of red liquid go down the the roots of the staff as it hits the ground and it makes the greenery.
Am I able to? I would like to. So it's going down the little grooves, right?
Yes.
I would like to. I would like to take a finger and I'd like to taste it.
Hmm. It has a sweet taste to it.
Clement spits it out on the ground. Well, I found some more of that, whatever that liquid you guys have in the bottle.
you and Cork are going to eat some poison one day.
Clement looks at Ink and says, "You think I haven't already?"
Collapses on the ground.
Ink will take a
Roll a Constitution check.
from Clement after that statement.
He's gonna what?
He will take a step away from Clement after that statement.
Clement is going to tuck the staff under his arm, and he's going to say, "I don't think we should leave this here." And he looks directly at Ink and he says, "No, I'm not stealing it."
Ink looks really smug. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
While
the
we're
attraction.
over here in the corner, Court will say, "I get the sense that they're bonding."
Could you tap that staff against that potted plant pot?
Clement pokes the plant pot with the staff.
Mm-hmm.
A mimic.
You can. It doesn't really grow anything more on it. The plant has a bit grown into it. That staff is pretty much helps the initial growing. So, yeah, you tap it and nothing really happens. Maybe a good green a grass appears around the shrub.
Clement kind of rotates the staff in his hand, and he looks back at the papers that he has, and he says, "I wonder if this belongs to Farmer Doug."
Maybe. We could always ask.
I think it's worth checking out.
Do you think we should let the city know about this place?
That's the question, isn't it?
I mean, has there been any news of a lot of burglaries?
Well, yes.
Oh,
Clement says, I feel like there's something much bigger going on here, though.
Well, scarecrows living in wells?
Oh
Probably.
yeah, we should have told him about that, huh? Before he left.
Do you think they found anything? The other
That's a good question. Maybe we should go check on them.
We probably should.
Clement yells out through the cave, and he yells, "Niner!
Before Court has a chance to respond, Niner goes, "Ah!" That was a joke.
Clement laughs loudly to make sure that Niner could hear him laughing.
Court rubs his nose, and he will look back to Niner. I'll say, probably should have mentioned scarecrows before leaving. Anyways, 2 paths here. Which do you believe we should take?
I'm so sorry. What was that? I'm so sorry.
Did you have a Spider-Man 2 moment?
I did. I did. Everything was coming out terribly garbled.
Yeah, he kind of says to him like, he says to him,
Where
"Should have mentioned scarecrows before leaving. Anyways, 2 paths to go. Which should we conquer first?"
Niner thinks for a second. Right.
He'll nod. Go up this way.
Okay.
There you are.
Did you lose him?
I lost him.
He's very quiet.
Just
As you-
here for the jingling.
As you
The jingling.
approach, enter into this upper cave section, you see this this very scrambled bed. Sort of rips and tears within it.
It.
Something sinister.
Yeah, walking to it. The rip and tearing. How recent? How many and like how recent?
Make an investigation check.
Apparently these guys are just here now. Hi guys.
Hello, we found you.
Okay. It looks like some of these rips and tears have been very recent, but as you're sort of like placing your hand and like investigating it, one thing that you note is that the bed has a bit of warm feeling to it, like somebody had just been in there.
Okay, so yeah, Niner. You see as Court walks up, his right ungloved hand kind of rubbing against it. He's kind of feeling along the cracks, and he gets to like the pillow area, and suddenly he like stands up straight, looks back at you, and then kind of like speed walks over to you, and he kind of gestures for you to crouch down towards him. Hello?
Hi, Jean. Jean is having a Spider-Man 2 moment.
Oh no.
Sorry, I forgot I had pushed the talk turned on.
He forgot he installed Spider-Man 3.
I've been torrenting Spider-Man 3 in the background.
He's doing the dance.
This next Spider-Man movie
Okay, yeah,
fix
so-
me.
So Warforged cannot feel heat, is that right?
No.
Okay, yeah, so
The-
Niner's gonna kind of be like, is it just gonna ask like what was happening? what did you see?
Uh, Bed quickly unmade, heat still trapped inside of it, a long pillow. Body. Heat dissipates quickly in hollow cave like this. Something was here recently. Something still down here.
Niner is going to see if he can sense any sort of magic in the area because he has a theory. So I'm going to roll an Arcana.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
I just want to know what's happening.
Cool. It's like, what the
18
fuck?
plus 1. That's a 19. And what Niner is specifically looking for is any sort of magical invisibility.
Okay.
Nice.
As you look around, you don't sense
He's
any.
trying to sense this with Arcana.
Yeah. You're not. You're sort of trying to like look around and feel for any like magical essence and such, any like invisible creature, and you're not getting any like invisible creature, but like feeling the natural magic in the air. Something just feels sickly in it. Some sort of
Niner communicates that.
Mhm.
Sorry, go ahead. Some sort of
some
what?
sort of just like not even like evil, just sick magic.
Niner communicates that and says, I don't sense anything else in here with us, but the air feels wrong.
Huh. He'll kind of move past you. Seeing an ink and clear, go like,
It's a tight squeeze.
yeah, it's like squeeze. You're like, huh, good morning.
Morning. We got lonely.
Right. Anyways, found source of scarecrows. Bed in here still warm. Someone lives down here. Is in here with us. Could have slipped past while weren't looking.
There was another cave. Another tunnel.
Tyler.
Yeah. As Court.
Immediately running for it.
Where is everyone?
Everyone roll initiative now.
Oh boy.
Hey, I want to ask
Yeah.
before we roll initiative, what happened to the scarecrow that Niner is carrying?
It's still on your back.
Okay, it's not. It hasn't sprung to life.
Nope.
Okay, great.
I got an 11.
Cool. Oh, one sec. I have a bunch of random people on this list. I gotta delete it all real quick.
Nice.
To be part of the turn order, do we have to roll in chat?
I can give you a quick turn order.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a drink.
12.
Do it quickly.
Clement, what did you get?
I got a 11.
11, and you got another. Clement Inc. What's your
Whichever one of you has the higher.
what's your dex?
My dex is 17.
My dex is, hold on, 12.
12. Okay, so Inc. point 1.
Oh,
Okay. Whoops. Descending. the good old, the person whose turn it is not here. As,
I can't believe Tyler's late.
So fucked up.
man, how am I late?
I can't believe Court's dead again.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
I like that from where Ink is right now, he can't even see the Scarecrow.
Ink is living in ignorant bliss.
Just having a good time.
He won't for long.
I'm back. Hi.
Hi, you're first.
Hi.
As,
Oh, I'm first.
yep. As you all turn the corner from that seemingly bedroom, you see this a scarecrow moving towards you.
Right. What I forgot to mention earlier is that Court has an axe at his side and a shield on his back. Equipping these, running toward the Scarecrow. 5 feet. I'll make my attack.
I like the music choice you got here.
14.
Okay.
That's not. I didn't want to roll that. That's not what I wanted to roll. I didn't want to roll that. I want information on it. Ignore that.
Yes, I've been doing the same thing. Ignore
Yeah.
that as well.
Go to your spells and click
The
Or you
information
can
app.
just press that little show spell description at the bottom. Okay. So yeah, Court, as you run over, you pull out your axe as you slash at the creature. Are you using your blood stuff or not?
Yeah, earlier, from the Mark Keeper in everyone behind him, I guess,
Oh, right,
except
yeah.
Ink, because Ink's around that corner. You see from the burn mark he left with his cigarette. Okay, does this world have cigarettes or cigars, Tyler?
They have. I guess it would be more like a cigar sort of thing.
All right, so from his cigar where he left, you see that the burn marks around his hands actually light up with this blue and white energy as he goes and strikes down on the creature. You see his movements are enhanced and sped up, it seems, in a lightning flash as he deals 13 cut damage and 2 lightning damage upon hitting the creature.
Okay. As you slash at this creature, with the scarecrow's body seeming to be a bit more, as you hit it, the wheat sort of takes more of the impact into it than the last time you faced the scarecrow. As a bit of the liquid sort of spurts out. Yeah.
That is my one attack.
Yep. Level 2, baby. Yeah. As just give me a second. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. As now the scarecrow raises its arm and goes to make a slow wing at you. I'm assuming a 7 does not hit you.
Unfortunately, no, I'm not a wizard.
Yeah. As it swings its arm, drips of the liquid start to spread out towards you. As does a 13 hit you?
Does not.
As you dodge its 1-2 combo, the sort of silent scarecrow just waves its arms, dripping with this dark ichor. Also, are you?
My turn?
Yes. But Court, are you? How? Did you drop your torch or?
Oh, you're right. I can't have both the shield and the axe because of the torch. In that case, his attacks won't have hit me anyway. I will forego the protection of the shield for now.
Okay. I'm just checking. So yeah, Nina, it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to use Thorn Whip. The way that this works in my mind is like, Niner, his hand kind of like Transformers style, like extends out this long cord with his hand at the end of it, and reaches over and like slashes at the Scarecrow.
Okay, roll an attack.
Extendo claw.
So that was a 17, but it's a melee spell attack. How does that work?
Say that one more time. It's just sort of a, if you're within range, if it hits, it will drag the creature closer to you.
Yeah, just roll a spell attack. It doesn't matter.
Okay, great. Sorry. So then, yeah, that's that's going to be an 18 then.
18. Okay, that hits. 4 damage.
And then I do 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
And I pull it up, and I think I am going to pull it toward. I'm going to pull it 10 feet closer. How close does that get to me?
2 squares.
Yeah. As you bring it closer to you. You said 4 damage?
4 damage.
Okay. As you reach out and grab the skeleton, not skeleton, this is a scarecrow. As you reach out and grab this scarecrow, you feel this mushiness of the scarecrow as you drag it closer to you.
I don't think I do. I don't think I feel things.
Well, it less of a feeling, but like compared to the scarecrow on your back, this one feels
Right.
dangerous.
The pressure is different.
Yeah.
The resistance, whatever I touch.
Exactly.
This one's sloppier.
Exactly. Sloppy scarecrow.
It's creepy and wet.
Okay. Ink, it's your turn.
What's all the noise, everyone? Oh no, not again. I believe this has the range. Yes. I'll cast Mind Sliver.
Okay. You make an intel. Okay. As the scarecrow, as you reach into the brain of the scarecrow, a bit more of that liquid sort of drips out from where the ears and eyes are. Where the ears would be and the eyes are. As it's still sort of standing there, a little bit more like disoriented, as you see this scarecrow having more of like jerking motions. Did you say? Sorry, you got really quiet at the end.
Sorry, I was just counting movement.
Gotcha.
That'll be Ink's turn. As
Okay.
he's holding up his mirror.
Clement, what do you do?
Hold on.
Go get him, come in. I believe you.
So, I would like to cast Entangle, but Court it would be caught in he would have to do a save as well.
Yep.
Is that okay with you?
Are you asking Court or are you asking Sam?
Sam.
Do whatever you want, baby.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Entangle.
Okay. So 20 foot.
Court screams, "You bastard, you traitor!"
I'm trying to get the scarecrow.
It doesn't actually.
So they would need to do a strength save.
Fuck.
Hey, same here. As both the Scarecrow and Court get sort of tied up in this mesh of vines.
Go get him, Niner!
Okay, is that your turn, Clement?
That's my turn.
Okay. Court.
They make another strength save.
I think you do until you break free, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Guess I'll make a strength save.
Yeah, you can use an action to try to break out of the restraints.
Fuck. I fail.
Fucked up.
Okay.
You can still do any free action things, like if you want to talk or something like that.
Court's not talking.
Court is seething silently.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I was trying to catch the scarecrow. There's not exactly a whole lot that I can do.
Okay. As the Scarecrow also is going to be stuck for this turn as well. Niner, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another Thorn Whip.
Okay. You have advantage on this attack.
22.
Okay.
And that does 4 piercing damage again. So yeah, I'm gonna, again, same thing. Extendo arm flies in and kind of, I'm imagining it like grabbing at the face of the Scarecrow and just kind of like trying to pull it.
Yeah. I get ya. Yeah. As
Can I also, as a free action, how does the Scarecrow look? How's it look like it's holding up?
it looks fairly damaged. The Scarecrow has just is dripping with a lot more of the ichor than prior. Originally, when it first showed up, a lot of it was just sort of like in the. You could tell that the Scarecrow was damp. Now it's sort of dripping with a bit more. Not like fully bleeding, but like starting to show up more.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not trying to pull it out of the. I'm not trying to pull it closer to me either. I'm just trying to hit it.
Ink, you up there?
Okay. From his comfy little corner back against the wall,
Yeah.
he'll hold up his mirror again and cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
Ink is so vain.
Why is he vain?
He's constantly looking at himself in the mirror.
He's holding it out.
Mm-hmm. He's having other people look at them. So.
Just like in Man of La Mancha.
As,
I love that play. Holy shit.
as more ichor erupts from the eyes of the scarecrow.
Right. My turn?
Yeah.
Alright, I would like to cast Magic Stone, and I would like to throw one of them at the
Okay.
scarecrow.
Okay.
So-
You have advantage on this.
So I got 5 Magic Stones, and I'm gonna throw...
You got 3.
I got 3. Oh wait, but why is it?
You have a plus
Oh.
5 to your hit.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Okay. So it is a 1d6 plus spellcasting ability. So it would be 1d6 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it would be 1d6 plus whatever your wisdom modifier is.
My wisdom modifier. Okay, hold on.
You would.
wonder-
Oh, one sec.
Oh, okay. So that means I would that would be 4 damage.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
rolled 1, and that would be plus 3.
Gotcha. So 3 damage with your magical rock.
It would be 4 damage
4
because
damage.
I rolled a 1, and I have a plus 3.
Okay. Okay. As you pelt this scarecrow with a rock. One sec. Roll the. Did you roll with advantage? Just to see if you get a natural 20.
Roll advantage for hitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not a nat 20, then it doesn't matter.
Okay. I got a 16.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm assuming that's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Cord, it's your turn. So you can either try to break out. If you want, you will have disadvantage on your attacks, but also the scarecrow has advantage on. You have advantage on hitting the scarecrow with your attacks. So
It just be a normal attack.
yeah.
Even
sigh.
I believe in you.
Fuck me. I should have taken the money. I should have folded when I had the chance. Oh no. I'm crapping out.
Okay.
What is your strength?
It's my best stat.
We believe in you.
So yeah, as you try to Hulk bust your way out again, these vines are really strong.
Sorry,
I'm crying.
sorry, I'm such a good spellcaster.
I have such a great team.
So proud of you fuckers.
Okay, as the scarecrow is trying to like break free, originally it was sort of looking towards Court, as the scarecrow's head just twists in a full like 180 degrees, looking at Niner. As I need you to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say a full 360 degrees?
No, 180.
Would be.
Woo!
Just like an owl.
That's a 14.
Okay. As you feel this sort of frightening gaze at you, but you brush it off and you're fine.
Do I feel a sense of kinship with this other animated being?
I'm trying to kill you.
Can I, as a free action, go? We should be friends.
We need to kill these meat bags.
Sell me on this. Make me an offer.
Huh?
Is it my turn? Can I go now?
Yeah, it's your turn now.
Okay, great. So I'm going to do an attack with my crossbow, which I have. So that's a 13. Does that beat AC?
Yes.
Okay, great. So then that's going to be 7 piercing damage. I aim for the head.
Okay. As
Can
you
I also can I imagine that this crossbow is built into my arm?
sure.
Clue, is Ink cowering against the wall?
He's just pressing himself up against it.
In a non-cowardly way.
He has his mirror stretched out like a crucifix.
Yes. Holding it up like a shield.
So yeah, as you reach out your crossbow, you fire as you just see the arrow sort of in its head as a lot of the ichor is dripping out of it now.
Great. Does it respond to me at all whenever I say what's up with you? What's your deal?
No, it does not.
You could hear my guttural noise. Hello?
Huh?
Hello.
Okay.
Ink, it's your turn.
I will, once again, cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
So true.
As the scarecrow continuously bleeds from its nose.
Please make it stop.
Man. I have not been getting any good rolls for my scarecrow. Anything else,
Thank
Thing?
God.
Yeah, he'll go here.
Clement, it's your turn.
To throw another rock.
Okay.
Okay, so rolling advantage means I roll twice, right?
Yes.
Right, I rolled a 10.
Was that your highest?
That was my highest.
With your added on stats?
Not with my added on stats. What do I add? I add
your like spellcasting modifier.
Oh, okay. So that would be 13. I'm so, thanks for being patient with me with combat. It's been a while.
You're fine. So yeah, you're able to bink it on its head.
Okay. Shoot. Don't just stop
Bless you?
falling off the desk. Okay, so that would be 4 damage again.
4 damage?
Yeah.
How would you want to do this?
So, so the scarecrow is staring directly at Niner, right?
Yes.
The pebble collides right at the scarecrow's temple, and it there's like this little squelching noise as the pebble embeds itself into its temple, and it whatever fluid is. I assume that this is the last hit, and that's why you're asking me. Whatever fluid is left gushes out of this hole.
So no head.
No head.
The splattering of this dark ichor erupts throughout the room as this tiny pebble takes out its head. As it sort of rains down as the scarecrow flumps to the floor.
Just like David and Goliath.
Okay, make another strength save.
Now that it's dead, I think I can break. The vines.
You're about to uncast the spell, and Court's like, no.
Give me a second.
Huh, now that all the work's done.
Homie blister.
So after you've broken out, the vines recede back into the ground, and the ones that you broke off from your body kind of start squirming on the ground like slugs, and then disappear into the ground again.
Ew.
Niner goes over to the scarecrow's body and picks that up too.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Kramer.
It's a bit damp, but yeah.
I don't feel it. Yeah, Niner is just tossing that other scarecrow onto his back as well, next to the other one.
Or
Okay.
he's gonna look through here.
So Clement is going to grab, if I can move, Clement is going to grab ink.
Huh?
I'm grabbing ink, and I'm pulling him off the wall, and I'm walking towards court with ink.
I assume we're out of initiative, right, Tyler?
Yeah.
With ink.
Okay.
With ink.
I think that went rather well.
And he's dragging him over to court.
Anything down here, Tyler?
As you look down, it looks like it's a path to a different looking area.
Before they move forward, Clement grabs the sleeve of Court's shirt and tugs it a little to get his attention.
Which one?
The right one.
All right. In that case, you tug him. He just kind of looks back.
Clement holds out the staff that he has and says, "Hey, look at this," and he taps it on the ground.
Okay.
Some moss and lichen appear.
And
Yeah.
he before Court can say anything, Clement holds up a finger and says, "But wait, there's more." And he takes a little bit of the liquid from the staff on his finger and holds it out towards Court and says, "It's the same stuff that you have in that bottle."
He'll tilt his head
Yeah.
and say, like, staff powered by strange liquid.
It looks like it's only the red liquid in this one.
Niner takes this opportunity to speak up and says, the scarecrow was being pumped full of those fluids, and that staff runs on the red fluid. Is it possible?
Sun
That-
sprints past you all and is running back toward the entrance.
Niner finishes his thought that he's having with you guys, which is clearly these fluids relate somehow to life. That the combination of the red and black fluid creates inorganic life, and the red fluid by itself can create organic life. What does the black fluid on its own create?
That's a good question.
Thank God. Sorry to undercut you. by Court sprinting away.
No, I liked it. It was in character.
Film adventure. Do you think we should follow him or figure this out first?
Niner looks at the two of you and says, "Well, we should definitely get out of this cave. I don't like it here. But I have an idea. Do either one of you have
Have what?
Yes.
do either one of you have a gem that you would not mind losing?"
Ink does not have any gem.
Feel like Ink is lying.
He has a piggy bank, but he doesn't know what's in it.
It's the Clement side eyes, Dave.
You don't know he has the piggy bank yet.
Clement, I don't have any. We might be able to find some at a local shop.
Niner nods and goes, "It would not be cheap."
While Court's over here, can you investigate and see if there are any more footprints along the stairs going up them?
Roll an investigation.
Yes. $14.
14. As you're looking at the staircase, a lot of it looks like very like spread out, it looks like if a scarecrow had footprints, that's what's been walking up and down these steps a lot.
Well, anything over top them.
Fresh ones.
Yeah. You don't see any fresh ones. As you look at them, the freshest ones that you see are yourselves.
I would like to go back to the shelf and look the shelf of goodies, and I would like to look for if there are any, if I see any gems or crystals. Yeah, if there's any gems or crystals or anything special like that.
Would I mark that scarecrow is dead, Tyler?
Huh?
Would I mark that scarecrow is dead?
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
Is there any money in that piggy bank?
You hear a bit of jingling. Yeah.
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 I'll investigate later.
What did I just do? I'm an idiot, is what I did, and I backed out of the game.
Don't worry, you're still here.
So I'm going to look through this thing of the shelf of stuff and look for any gem or crystal. Do I see anything? Do I need to roll?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
That is a natural 1.
Nah. You see these like weird pebbles, but nah, you can't find any gemstones.
Oh no.
I ask Clement. Clement, do you see any gems? I don't see
Two
anything.
fingers poking together. I need help.
Clement wanders over to the bookshelf, and I'm gonna roll investigation.
Sounds good.
And as soon as combat is over, my rolls go back to being good. I got a 19 plus 6 would be 25.
Okay. Yeah, you can find you see Niner just talking about these weird rocks, and you see that those are gemstones. As you like bring your torch over, Niner realizes just he couldn't see well because of he doesn't have a torch out.
Niner.
He just doesn't. He just doesn't know what gems are.
Yeah.
Niner.
Why are some rocks? Why are some rocks more expensive than others?
Niner, you're looking at gemstones.
What?
Right there.
These are rocks.
Gemstones are rocks.
What? Then why do people care about them?
Not all rocks are gemstones.
Why do people care about? They're just rocks.
But they're shiny.
I can find you a shiny rock.
Yeah, there's one right there.
Yeah.
Clement points at the pebbles.
So Niner's gonna take the scarecrow that he has, and he's gonna take the gemstone, and he is going to try to raise the scarecrow as a homunculus.
Okay, that takes a long rest, so.
He will be here for a while.
Could we get out of here, maybe?
Court, can Court do his thing?
Yeah.
Uh,
Court, do your thing.
Yeah, when he ran over to the desk, are the papers and notebooks and stuff still there?
Yeah.
Clement,
Unless Clement took them. Yeah.
Clement took them.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't know that. As he runs over, sees they're all gone, you hear him go, "No, no."
Clement looks over at Court and says, "What is it?"
Whoever it was that was in that bed ran past us. Activated scarecrow machine. Took notes. Gone.
Clement kind of shifts his bag a little bit and he says, are you sure? Are you sure about that?
He quickly goes over to like the little like latch desk, like kind of throws it open, sees they aren't there, throws it closed, looks over, says, "Very sure."
Really? You're absolutely positive. Would you make a bet on it?
Not interested in games now. If I have something to say, be clear.
Clement goes over to the desk and opens his bag and puts the sheets down. You think I have evidence behind?
One more time.
You think I would leave clues behind?
His stiff posture kind of like falls for a second. Roll insight, Clement.
You told me to leave clues behind.
We'll never leave our
One.
boy Clue behind.
I got a nat one.
Now, okay, cool. That's cool. As he kind of looks and he sees all that, his shoulders kind of fall. He relaxes, and he kind of rubs his face with his right ungloved hand. And he kind of nods. Good. Have idea. Hear me out. Thinking. Leave note behind. Telling him to meet us at some place. Threaten to expose him unless he talks.
Clement nods. Where would we meet him?
Drugs. Wherever convenient. No good bakery nearby. Stingy prices.
Clement is, let me pull up my notes, because I have an idea. Clement thinks for a second. He says, well, there's a good herb shop near my house.
We're gonna get high with this guy.
No, it's just that, considering that it's somewhere that's relatively secluded, but still a public area, and it's owned by someone that I know pretty well, it might be a good place to meet up. You know, can't cause a scene in public.
He'll nod. Good work. He kind of points. Loose piece of paper, writing utensil.
Clement fumbles through his bag again and pulls out his notepad and his pencil and hands them over. Yes.
I was gonna...
You go on.
No, you go first.
Oh, okay. He just takes some piece of paper. He'll get like, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets 4. In each one, he writes down. Well, he'll first ask address of herb shop.
It is the green. There. I don't have an address, but I have the name. The Green Scale.
Green Scale.
It's-
All right,
it's-
it's probably the only one
You
here.
could just say, I give the address.
Yeah, I give the
Yeah,
address.
literally, it is like right behind your house.
You think I know? You think I know the street names of my own town? No, I
No.
just go there.
It's based off vibes.
That's what I do.
He will write down, want to keep secret, meet at Green Herb. It was like the morning when we got here. It's probably like 12 now.
Yeah.
We'll say like, he'll look up what's good time.
I think 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Tilts his head. Probably won't return here by 3.
Maybe 2 days from now. How does that sound? That would give us some time to do some other investigation.
Too long, need to build pressure. 2 days gives too much prep time.
What do you
Night
think?
tonight.
What? That kind of erases the public purpose of it, doesn't it?
Precisely. Secluded man lives in cave, so want to meet outside very often.
That's true.
4 of us, 1 of him, could take him.
You're only assuming that it's one.
He looks around, looks back, says, man lives in cave, doesn't have friends probably.
He has many scarecrow friends.
Drugs. Can fix that too.
Also, I've been thinking about something. Do you
Yes.
think caves might meet up with that one well?
That's a good point.
Good call.
Should we go look? Or
Good idea. One moment. We'll finish with papers, then could destroy Scarecrow machine.
there's a scarecrow machine?
Yeah, don't
Looks
worry about
over
it. There's a
Looks over to Niner.
You know how it is.
Forgot to mention. Looks back. Scarecrow
Machine.
over there. He points to the fucking little cave.
It's looks like it's pumping scarecrows full of those fluids I was talking about.
Oh. There's a scarecrow machine in here.
Clement,
Oh, also,
it is.
I'm gonna say, Niner real quick explains his theory to court about the fluids, the how they together can raise inorganic life, and red on its own can raise organic life.
Do you ask what the black could be for?
Yeah. Any ideas on what the black could be for?
He seems to, without thinking, respond, reacts to death on life. And he keeps writing on the papers.
So Clement is gonna wander over to the little cave.
Uh-huh.
I would like to see if I could figure out a way to disable it without destroying everything. Something that would be enough to disable it and be hard to
Like
fix.
take a crucial part and hold it for ransom?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, you're a genius.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Right.
Or Arcana, one of those two.
We do have a machine over here. You might understand how a machine can be safely disabled.
I have a +6 in both, and I rolled an 18, so that would be 24.
Ooh.
Never
lovely.
mind.
You see, going through, like, each of these, like, pipes, you see that they're sort of like a central, there's like this central piece in the center that looks like it holds like the base of the fluids. pretty much it's like this is where all this stuff started. This is where it ends and is getting ready to like fill to the skeleton, not skeletons, scarecrows.
Clement is going to dismantle it and stuff it in his bag.
Okay. Also, with your check, you also find this little like side hatch towards the side.
I'm back.
And as you open it up, you actually see this this weird like vial of that has more of the like red and black substance. With a just with written on it saying danger.
Clement isn't going to pocket that one. He's going to pick it up and he's going to return back over to the others.
Okay.
Ink, what are you doing?
Ink is kind of just around.
Okay.
He's counting. He's trying to get the piggy bank open without breaking it, making a lot of noise.
Jingle, 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 jingle. Okay.
Could I roll stealth or sleight of hand?
Sure.
Ooh.
12.
Ooh.
It's like the piggy bank is really in that like sense of like when you keep trying to rotate it and it's not going out how you want it, so you keep trying to rotate it different ways. But it's not enough to where maybe they hear something like shifting, but like you can make it to where you won't like be fully detected unless they like investigate into it.
Do I get any coins?
Yeah, you find it feels like there's more in there, but you get like 3 coins out now.
Type of coin.
Gold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So Clement is going to first. He's going to open up his bag and flash the part that he stole from the machine to both Niner and Court. Also, Ink is there now. And he's going to say, "I also found this in this little compartment," and he's going to show the big vial of the substance.
It's the red and black substance.
Yes.
The substance.
Substance.
The juice.
The juice.
He'll kind of nod. Did it seem freshly used?
I couldn't tell.
Again.
Could I roll Arcana for that?
You got a higher roll, so you can you could have probably figured out that it had been like freshly used recently.
I wonder if it was used just to make that scarecrow now.
Suggest he could have more.
Clement shoves the vial into his bag as well. And his bag is so full. And he adjusts it on his shoulder. It's clearly getting a little bit heavy.
Everyone needs to carry something.
Clement looks over at Ink and he looks him up and down. He says, Haven't you been shoving your pockets full of stuff already?"
I would never.
Clement squints.
Besides, I only took one thing.
He's gonna look back over at Court and say, "Can he be trusted with holding anything?"
He looks at Ink.
Yes.
He'll look back. Probably.
For me, Clement takes up the big clunky part of the machine and gives it to Ink.
Ink will add it to his inventory.
Seeing that, he'll kind of perk up. What's that piece?
It looks to be part of the injector for the scarecrows, correct? That's what
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah, it's like this is where the final substance is like stored. Like
I figure, yeah.
yeah.
I figure it would be hard to replace, but also it's not like it can be replaced, but it's essential to the machine. So I thought it would be perfect for disabling it.
He'll nod excitedly. And he'll add to each of little like ransom notes. What machine fixed? Meet at da 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 da. Again, he'll look up. What time seems good? 2 days, midnight tonight. Any ideas?
One day?
He'll look to Niner.
Okay.
Gene, push a talk.
Sorry, I sorry, I was reading something. What was that?
He'll look to you. What time do you believe is best for us to meet? To put on the ransom?
Niner pauses for a second. I don't eat or sleep, so whenever Clement is free.
Clement says midnight one day from now works for me, okay.
That's so late. You need to sleep. You need to take better care of yourself.
Clement has big dark bags under his eyes, and he says, "What? No, I'm fine."
Core will kind of put his hand up and say, like, it's fine. Can stay with him, if necessary.
I do need to buy another room, though.
Clement looks at everyone and says, "Well, I think since with what we've gone through, I think I trust you guys enough to stay at my house.
Ink perks up.
Do not steal any of my stuff. I will know," Clement says, glaring at him.
You think so little of me, it hurts.
He squints again.
I'm imagining the same scene from the beginning, except now it's Clement in bed and then 3 people standing around upstairs.
Yeah, that's exactly what will happen.
Curled up at the foot of the bed.
Well, after finishing up the ransom notes, he'll kind of fold them out, the 4 for each of them. He'll put one here down on the desk. He'll put like a little rock on top so it doesn't like blow off. Hold the 3 others out to the 3 of them. Put one in bedroom, one at bookshelf entrance, and one at small passage down the way. And he points down to the one they found in the corner.
Niner. So you go first.
Clement is going to take one of the notes and wander over to the bedroom area.
The scarecrow's body is gone.
Where the fuck did where?
You can go down a bit more.
There it is. Okay.
While this is happening, Niner's gonna ask gonna ask Court a little bit about their blood hunter powers.
Okay.
Just kind of like, what was up with that thing that you did against the scarecrow?
Yeah, you see as he hands papers to everyone else, he kind of leans back in the uncomfortable spiky chair, kind of puts his 2 boots up. You see that his boots are, the core of them is like the bare minimum of what a boot could be, but a bunch of other like random shit has been wrapped around and stapled on and put together onto the boots to like make them proper wearable boots or shoes. like various cloth and leather wraps and chains and stuff to like make it stick together. So as he kind of leans up, puts his boots up on the table, and lights himself another cigarette or cigar. Go ahead and ask your question.
How do you what you did against the scarecrow? How do your powers work?
Setting the tinderbox aside, you kind of take out the cigarette and kind of blow the smoke out. Elaborate.
You burned yourself before we came down here, and it seemed that wound somehow gave you strength. I've never seen magic like that before.
He will take another hit of the cigarette. He's doing it in a way to where like the part of the mask that's still up is towards you, where you can't really get a good look. You know that he is taking a drag of the cigar. You can't really see his mouth or face or anything. Holding it with his left gloved hand. And he just takes out and exhales again. He kind of just shrugs. Try not to ask questions.
Niner just kind of nods. He doesn't really get it. If there was a mystery, like, he's all about solving mysteries about himself, but he's not going to try.
So, everyone,
Clement peeks out from the bedroom.
we're all agreed not to discuss the magic stuff in front of others.
Oh yeah, this world has magic racism.
Niner nods. He'll leave it at that.
Been keeping mine a secret for years. Clement grins.
I'm good at keeping secrets. My mom thought I liked girls for years.
Exactly. You get it. You understand.
But seeing Clement
Niner
come back. What was that?
I was just gonna say, Niner says, it's not really not my county, not my jurisdiction. It's not my place to be enforcing any laws.
Oh yeah, you're a cop. With that, he'll kind of look over at Clement, nod, look over Ink. Suggested going deeper in cave, seeing it connect to well.
Right. Who's going to lead the way?
Cord stands up. A cigarette in hand, or in mouth and hand. Crossing the table. The two pieces of papers that were there, unmoved, that he gave to Ink and Niner, he will just kind of, with his offhand, take them and kind of shove them in each of their chest. And he will go.
Right. So, are we good to continue playing, or would we like to wrap up for today?
I'd like to go to bed.
Yeah, my plan was, I was planning on ending off soon. I was just waiting till you guys either went upstairs or went into the next room.
Yeah.
Literally,
No.
literally, the end was like right at the cusp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can leave that for next session. Court leading the way.
Yeah, I think this is a good point to. But as we're going to investigate more, we can start off with entering this new area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to describe entering into the next area, and then we're gonna cut from there.
Okay.
So, because as you walk down the cave, it's a very long and winding path. And eventually, as you're traveling down, you start to see a bit of like a light coming from the area, like a bit of daylight from it. As you enter into the next room, you see a large pool of water, probably around the same size of the other room. With looking into it, you see many different random items within it, from just what looks like hundreds of coins to a large, like, sunken, like, ship underneath. As this is where we'll end it off for tonight.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Eyes are all glitter.
Yeah, I'm going to end the stream. Bonzo, farvel, evitasen.